Well, we're going to wait. I think the Lawson, I'm going to say Hillwood. You just have to slap me on the shoulder because I know I'm going to say Hillwood about 10 times tonight. So it's the Lawson, James Lawson Lightning. Sharp uniforms. They've got white jerseys on with navy numbers. Their colors are navy, Columbia blue, or Carolina blue, take your choice, and yellow. And they'll be wearing the navy pants with stripes, navy helmet. And as we said, the white jerseys with navy numbers. Beech is going with the all-navy look, white numbers. And they'll be navy from head to toe.
I just remembered another famous Hillwood alum, that Hathaway, wasn't it, that played basketball?
Charles Hathaway, yeah.
Charles Hathaway.
6'10", he was a monster. And he played football, too, and he was pretty much unblockable.
And his nephew played football here.
Oh, did he?
Later, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was at Hunters Lane and transferred to Beech many years ago. David, we're throwing it down to you, buddy. Give us a breakdown of the captains and what the coin toss is.
All right, for the visiting teams, we got number 51. You may have to.
That's
Grayson Cashin.
Cashin, yeah, we'll call it that.
Number 6, if you can read that for me.
Mekhi Jackson.
Number 37.
That is one of the inside linebackers of Devontae Sanders.
Number 4, looks like Lawson won the toss. They have deferred to Beech. Of course, we'll take the ball.
Number 4, Steve Williams. Who are Beech captains down there tonight?
Captains are Mr. Caden Powell. Number 1, Brock Miller. Number 13, Caden Powell. Number 6, Aiden Curry. And number 28, Wyatt Davis.
Thank you, David. So the Lawson Lightning won the toss. They said, Beech, y'all take the ball first, and we know what to do with it when we get it. So the lights are down, and the Beech Buccaneers are going to come through the pirate ship. And the smoke and the lights, and folks, this is an event. Get out here and see a game. Beech will be, given they win this game tonight, they will host either Munford or Kenwood, who they're playing tonight tomorrow night. I keep forgetting we're playing on Thursday night here. And here come your Bucs. Folks, that concludes our countdown to kickoff. Again, I want to thank Mr. Larry Maynard, All-State agent over in Gallatin, for sponsoring our countdown to kickoff. And again, we're on the Ponce Law Broadcast Center, Michael Ponce's law firm, and he's been our lead sponsor for several years now. The other coaches for Lawson, William Thomas, Ben Martin, Elijah Brown, Clarence Wilson, DeMarcus Watts, Michael Archie Jr., Tyrone Sanders, and Sky Huff. The executive principal is Dr. Stephen Schaefer, assisted by Dr. Avery Finch, Abby McDowd, Dana Sewell, and Shannon Fry. The athletic director is Mr. Pete Frodner, and their enrollment's about 340, so they're a little bit smaller than Beech, but again, both schools obviously are 5A, so Beech will take the field, and we're actually going to kick off here. So
while we're getting ready, I want to say hi to Janelle Swafford listening in. She's got a birthday coming up Saturday, so I think she's 39.
39, there you go.
She had me when she was negative.
Yeah. We won't do the math on that one, JC. Wow. Oh, love her. Hello, Miss Janelle. Hope you're having a good night there. And the weather is just perfect down there. David, you said it was, about 50 degrees at kickoff?
55. Sorry about the coin toss there, but the ref touched Lawson when the coin hit the ground. So I thought Lawson may have won the coin toss.
Well, they may have, and they wanted the ball. The ball comes down to the 20-yard line, and that is number 1. And man, J.R. French, and I think they're going to say he was down. Let's see. Man, J.R. French slammed him to the turf.
Looks like the linesman on this side was coming in blowing the play down there, so I think it's going to be Lawson ball.
So that was a huge hit by J.R. French, but yeah, the ball, they always say the ball can't cause a fumble. Well, that was a great case there, and that was Kawan Taylor, who's also the starting quarterback.
I don't know, guys. If we could do instant replay in high school football, I believe that was a fumble by caused by J.R. French.
You think it was out before it hit the ground. As it is, let's see. Let's pick up this D offense. Let's see what we've got. Number 75, he's the center. And looks like they are going heavy to the left.
And it's a tight formation,
yes,
too,
it is. And they bring, and they've already got, I think, one of their linemen moved. They're clapping their hands, but I thought they moved. And let's see what we've got here. They brought number 12 in motion. That's Jalen Hill, their leading receiver. And they're going to mark it off against the Bucs. And so the Bucs, you don't want to get in this penalty cycle because, man, we saw that last, what was it, 10? Let's see, we had penalty yards. Looking here real quick, 10 that we had 12 for 131 yards, and that is number 4 trying to get outside, and he's up over the 30 to about the 32. And I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's number 4. It's Steve Williams.
DK Williams on the pursuit there. Yeah, the timing of the play was just really off. Once the snap came in a little high, and then, like you said, number 4, Williams could not corral it easily. It bounced to the ground, so that messed everything up. Had nothing to do but be able to just grab the ball and try to run to his left and get what he could. And he got back to the line of scrimmage before DK Williams ran him down.
So now this time they look like they're going heavy to the right. As Taylor takes the ball, he gives it on a little counter inside, and that is Jalen Hill, their leading receiver. He got past the first Buck, but then there was about 4 more waiting. And that was a mob of guys. Maverick Hanks on that tackle. And so now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. They started out with the 1st and 5, JC, and then 2 plays they've actually lost about 2 yards. So they're going to split 3 receivers wide right. And they'll be picked up by Beech defenders. Empty backfield for Taylor. And he takes the snap a little bit high. He's looking down, and he avoided one player. Now he's up over the 40, 45, 50 inside the Beech territory for about 42. We had 3 guys came in on him, and he just dipped under all 3 of them. And it's a 1st down, and it is marking at the 43-yard line. Now 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lawson.
Yeah, I was going to say great penetration by the Beech defense, but just a little lane gap right there. Williams was able to just skirt between 2 guys. Like you said, duck to 1, got to the outside, and he had a lot of green there to run to.
So again, an empty backfield for, that is Kawan Taylor, and he throws it out in the flat. He's got his man Song, and he's close to another 1st down about the 32, and they say 1st and 10. We do have a flag way back at the 49 of, and it's going to be a hold, and it'll be marked from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, one thing in the first series here, you've noticed Beech's, the defensive ends, have gotten in the backfield real fast, and I think there was a situation there where the left tackle had no choice but kind of corral. I'm not sure who that was coming off to the left side there. It may have been
Crutcher.
Crutcher, Owen maybe, but somebody was getting in the backfield, or Owen Knight, I should say, I think, and had to grab a hold, so it much way back in. That's a costly penalty, that's for sure.
Taylor goes out as quarterback. Steve Williams, number 4, will be in, and again, there's a flag. Now I think it's going to go back as there's 2 flags now. I think the first one was a legal procedure. I think maybe there was a 2nd flag drop, and I believe that's going to be a 5-yarder loss. And I think somebody had won the lineman on the left side, and that's an illegal shift. That means 2 guys were moving at the same time. Still the same result. It's a 5-yard procedure penalty.
Yeah, and Beech, they're coming to the line and they're not set to the ground. Then they make a quick motion and go put a hand on the ground. And Beech has jumped a little bit early on. Now they're kind of getting seeing that, but it's also causing them problems as well.
Yeah, I think Coach Crabtree just declined it. So.
Okay.
They took the results of the play, and so now that ball will be resting on the 49, and they've got to get down to the 32. So it's a 2nd and 17 now. As again, this is Taylor back in the quarterback, and man, this guy's slippery. He's being pursued by Wyatt Davis and throws it over the grabs, and Brock Miller's got it at the 34. He's circling off to the right side, and he is hit hard, and all the running he got back to where he intercepted it. So he's nice. But I'll tell you what, the man on that one was Wyatt Davis, man. He was breathing down Taylor's neck and made him make a bad throw.
Yeah, Owen Knight forced him up in the pocket, and he flushed out to the right, and that's when Wyatt Davis got on his tails, and he was running for his life and threw it for his life right there.
So a good-looking drive started there by the Lightning, the Lawson Lightning, but the turnover at the 33-yard line. Beech will get their first possession, and now let's see what we've got here as the line judge throws the laundry. And did somebody line up, or did we move? Or
offsides?
I think somebody must have lined up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, they stopped it right before we got going there.
Jack Fuchs is in, heavily taped. I think that's his left ankle.
Mm-hmm. Shelton Swafford's in, as we thought he might be. He's starting as well.
And great to have him back.
Absolutely. Again, he's at 574 yards in only basically 4.5 games. He got hurt early, I believe, in the third period. Went up at Upperman. It's pretty early in the third period, as he ran a touchdown. And now, this line judge, they're lining up because that's 2 in a row.
It seems to be the same player, guys.
Is it the same player, David? Is it one of the interior guys, or is it like maybe a cornerback, or what?
I believe it's somebody that's kind of on the ball.
Okay, I got you. And so 2 penalties, and that's a first down. That's an easy way to move the ball. You don't have to even break a sweat doing that. So as the ball is now up to the Beech 43, as we've yet to run an offensive play. Again, nice interception there by Brock Miller. And that got the ball to the 33, and then 2 5-yard penalties. And let's see if they back up just a little bit. Yeah, they're giving a little cushion now. And he'll send Caden Campbell, his H-back, to the right side. Fakes
he's wide open.
Swafford, and he's got Champ Nix lonely at the 35, 30, 25. A beautiful block by Lasker. And they force Champ out at about the 2 or 3. But what a beautiful block by Lasker. And he gained him about an extra 10 yards with some good. This wasn't one block. He stayed engaged, JC, and that brought him all the way down. Where are they going to mark him? At the 1.
At the 1?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line. David Champ Nix was lonely out there, and the ball, he had to wait on the ball where he would have strolled into the end zone.
Somebody's going to get a real easy touchdown right here.
Yeah.
The Lawson defense got a good penetration on Caden, but Caden rolling out, tossing it to Nix, and here we are, yard line.
1-yard line sends Laster in motion from right to left, and again we've got a flag and another offsides. Of course, this will be about a 18-inch penalty.
Yeah.
Terry, that's the integer of 0.
Okay.
On Lawson, came across the line before the ball was out.
Gotcha. So that's 3 offside penalties. Of course, like we said, this one, the umpire moves it about the length of his foot, and it'll be, let's just call it still the 1-yard line, but it's really about half. And let's see if Powell gets it, or if he gives it to Swafford, and he sends Laster in motion right to left, and he will waltz into the end zone. JC, that hole there, I believe I might have been able to get that one.
Yeah, Caden's a big boy, but he had nobody around him to kill right there. He could put 3 or 4 Cadens side by side, and they could have went in that hole there. Great job, right side of the line, cleared that out. I think several went to Laster in motion there, thinking he was going to get the ball too. So easy score there for Beech.
And London Parks came off the field limping. He had a little bit of an ankle problem last time also, and he'll go out here and he'll speak to Katie Wellendorf, our trainer, to get him fixed up. And that is a Country Financial. That's our first touchdown of the game. Tell us, if you will, Brandon, about William Stiles.
Yeah, William Stiles with Country Financial is your insurance agent in Hendersonville and Sumner County. William and his team bring you the Beech Buccaneers' first score of the game. Let William and Country Financial help you prepare for your future with insurance protection to achieve your financial goals. William Stiles is proud to sponsor Sumner County High School sports on WHIN and WHIN Radio.
Nazarene University. I muted myself there. Y'all didn't want to hear me cough. So, Rebecca Nazarene University, that's our touchdown sponsors always. They've been home to thousands of Sumner County students after high school and has led the way in higher education right from the heart of their Nashville campus. Rebecca's one special university sets you up for a lifetime touchdown. Want to hear more about Rebecca? Visit them on Rebecca.edu. Brecken Nazarene University, serving national in the world since 1901, and the kick is taken at about the 17-yard line, and that's the quarterback Taylor, and he circles off to the left, evades a couple of tackles, and that was Aiden Curry holding on down low, and then Maverick Hanks said, I'll finish this job. So a combination of Curry and Hanks. And of course, Beech plays a lot of defensive starters on their coverage teams. And that's the reason why. So with 9:42 left in the first period, Beech up 7-0. Lawson had a nice-looking drive going and then threw the interception as Taylor was under immense pressure, and Brock Miller picked him at the 33 of Beech.
Yeah, Tony Swong, the tight end, number 0, he looked good on that drive. I think they may go back to him, 6'2", 245.
He's huge.
Yes, good-looking target.
So they're unbalanced, I believe, to the left this time. And this is Taylor. He'll keep it, and he'll go take care of it himself. He might have got a yard up to about the 29. Let's see where they mark him there. And let's see who came up. That was on the bottom of that pile, and that was Sam Keith. I tell you, when you got two, we said this last game, you got two good-looking sophomore bookends there, defensive end, Sam Keith and Owen Knight. And that bodes well for the future. And then you got Big Barrett Brown in the middle anchoring that threesome up top. And let's see. The referee comes up, and I think they're going to say a loss of player, maybe blood on his jersey or
something, like some kind of equipment.
Yeah, it's a uniform violation.
Okay. So he'll go off, and they'll replace him at running back. And now they're using number 4, and again, that's Williams with the quarterback. So they're interchanging these guys a lot. And he'll work from the empty backfield. He's looking downfield, and he'll take it. I believe we've got a penalty there, and they throw it out in the flat. He's completed to number 8, and the ball's loose. A strip by French. J.R. French stripped it, but checked the flag. I think it's going to be a hold on.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold. It's going to be a pass interference on Beech. One of our outside guys just pulled their receiver down. I believe it's going to be pass interference or defensive holding one here.
Okay, so that a nice play by J.R. French will be negated. We'll see how we're going to score this.
I believe that's the call. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw that and saw the referee throw the flag right in that spot there.
If JC is correct, it's on number 36 for Beech.
Okay.
Witness protection
we
program.
practice the witness protection program here, you know. Now they're going to call it. Yeah, hold. You're right. It was a hold on Beech, but let's see. That was an illegal downfield? Like a charge signal in basketball. I believe that's I think maybe that's one of their linemen drifted down the field more than a yard.
Yeah.
And so it's offset, so we'll go back, reload. It's 2nd and 8. And Beech shuffling some folks around on the defensive front, and again from the empty backfield. And I believe this is Williams, number 4. What a beautiful play on the blitz there by D.K. Williams. He cut his legs out from under him, and a huge loss as he dumps the quarterback back at about the 13. And he's got to get up to the 38, so that's it's going to be 3rd and, let's see, is it the 13th? He's the 3rd and 25. If I'm doing that right. No, he's at the 18, I'm sorry. At the 18, so it's 3rd and 20.
Williams was just on him before he really had a chance to do much anything there. Good penetration by the whole line there, actually defensive line for Beech.
Now Taylor, who's sometimes the quarterback, comes in at running back. They just shift these guys in and out. Number 4 is Williams. He throws it over the middle. He was trying to get it to number 8. That was Caden Davis, and he was way over his head. And the Beech defensive back almost had an interception a little bit down the field, and as it is, it's going to be 4th down now. You would think they're going to be punting. I think it's 4th down. The down marker said 3rd.
Scoreboard says 4th.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think it was 3rd for that incomplete pass.
I've got 4th down too, but
let's see what they got. They have not changed it.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, there we go. It is 4th down.
So Laster will back up. I think they're going to have a double. They're going to have 2 men back this time. Laster will be on the right, which is the Lawson sideline. Brock Miller will be back with him. They're both have their heels planted on the Lawson 45. And the kicker in for this is Grace. I believe it's Austin Grace. He does all their kicking. And he kicks it, and a fair catch by Laster at the 49. Not a bad kick at all.
No, good height. You had to, you know, made Laster call a fair catch was the correct thing to do right there.
Yeah, it was a 31-yard kick, but more importantly, no run back.
Yeah, I was watching the kickers during pregame, and the field goal kickers and punters, they have some legs on them.
That was Austin Grace. He's a junior who's wearing number 20. So Beech will be back in business at the Lightning 49. Yeah. Who was it? Is it Chris Berman always called the San Diego Chargers the Lightning Bolts? Like he would do the 3-minute Monday Night Football halftime?
Yeah.
Called the Bolts. And they give it to Swafford. Swafford's first carry, 40, 35, and he's going down to 31. A nice initial carry. And you really see Shelton back in there. He looked like his old self. He went right up the A-gap. I think he was behind Grady Edwards and London Parks, who is in the ball game. And that is at WHINradio.com. He hit that hole like the old time.
Yeah, he did, but I tell you, there was a nice hole there. It was a lot of green right there. He wasn't touched till he had about 15 yards down the field there.
Well, I tell you what, I'll put this offensive line against anybody in 5A, if not more. As Powell will, and he'll give it to Swafford again, straight up the middle. He gets some contact, but he's down at about the 22. Let's see where they mark it. And let's see where they mark that spot. He'll come out. He's wore out after that's his first 2 carries in 5 games. And it's at the 22, call it second, and we'll call it a long one. As again, it's 6:50 left in the first period. Beech up 7-0, driving. As the punt from Lawson was fielded at the 49 on the fair catch. So 2 plays, and Beech is in business at the 22. And Powell takes it, fakes it to I think that was Williams, and he covers up the ball, and he's still pushing the pile, and it looks like a rugby scrum. And finally, I think he goes down about the 13. They got about an extra 6 or 7 yards just pushing the pile.
Yeah, you know, tackling Caden Powell up top is just not a good thing to do unless you're a huge person to move him. And so, you know, a couple guys hung on there, and then the line came in behind him, and there was another 5 to 7 yards, like you said, after they kind of stopped him.
Well, you got about 1,000 pounds of linemen pushing on a 245-pound quarterback. That's kind of hard to stop. And so from the 13-yard line, it's WHINradio.com first down. And Powell works from the shotgun, and he throws a slant. He's got Laster at about the 8-yard line, and they get him out of bounds at about the 7. Let's see, they're going to mark him actually to 6. And we can get a first down at the 3, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 3. And I noticed on that, JC, how much cushion that cornerback.
Yeah,
now, I would too. I'd give him about 10 yards.
If you've seen the film and the speed, you got to respect number 18 out there on the outside. And that was a nice play to hold him. I thought once he got that ball in that space, he'd make him miss and get in the end zone, but he held him to still a nice game for Beech there.
They're playing him man-to-man out there, and he'll go out to the right, not real far though. And D.K. Williams is your running back now. Laster comes in motion on the jet toss, and he's hit and down at about the 4-yard line. And he gets about 3 yards on there. That's a simple play. He faked it up the middle to D.K. Williams and then gave it to Laster on the jet sweep.
Real fast, our cheerleaders and everything have been there in Kentucky. Tennessee, like state championship. So we have 2 cheerleaders down there. We got Janiah Green and Kirby Jane Green are cheering down there for us.
We're in good hands then.
They are flat to getting the student section fired up down there.
Working them into a frenzy. As it is 3rd down now, and less than 1 is Powell. And Swafford is the lone setback. He gives it to Swafford, and Swafford doesn't get the touchdown, but I believe he's got the first down. And let's see, I think he got it down to the 2, so it's going to be 1st and goal. And so that was about a 2-yard gain by Shelton, and the ball right at the 2-yard line. So 4 downs available if we need them. And again, 4:15 left in the first period. Beech up 7-0. Beech, if they can push this in, will have scored on both their drives. And good to see Shelton Swafford back in, getting some carries tonight. And he is your running back. He's to the right of Powell. Powell worked from the shotgun. And he'll give it to Swafford, and Swafford is into the end zone. I believe, yes. He broke the plane. Touchdown. Beech Buccaneers. That is the Rebecca Nazarene University touchdown. JC, I wasn't sure if they were going to get him. I thought he got into the line first, and they pushed him back. And finally, the line judge over here, I believe it was, finally gave the signal.
Yeah, I think Shelton, you know, you can see him probably protect that shoulder a little bit coming back. He didn't really go after somebody like he normally did at the goal line there. He got it in and kind of turned and said, I think I'm in here.
Snap hold, the kick by Mendoza. Straight for the and now it's 14-0 with 3:52 left in the first period. And what about that drive? What was that?
I got you, sir.
49 yards, I think, maybe?
Yeah, it was 7 plays, 49 yards. Took 3 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock. Around about there.
Who's our leading tackler so far, Tyler? I'm going to take a wild guess. It's either Williams or Hanks. One of those two is usually a really good bet.
Yeah, DK's got DK got 3.
How many you got? Yeah.
Yeah, a sack. Yep.
Wow.
And a sack, yeah.
And then Brock Miller with the interception.
That's it. So good defensive plays. And let's see now we will have, I want to mention a young man is playing a junior. That's Cohen Chamberlain, number 33. He's on wearing those orange shoes. It's real easy to pick him out. And I believe that is Christian Reed. That is number 26. He's on the coverage team. And this is Nate Crawl. He'll kick. And that ball will hit the orange turf about a yard inside, and that'll be a touchback.
Did you see anything when you watched the game film of their return game being really good? I understand. I was kind of curious why we kicked off short, the first 2 times there.
Well, I mean, they've got athletes, so yeah, they didn't bust anything. But now Lawrence County, to me, when I looked at that game on YouTube, they knew that, and they were not giving any long kicks. They were kind of containing, and they respected Lawson. Again, has got some team speed here. And again, they will come out. And again, 3:52 left in the first period. And we are in the Ponce Law Broadcast Center, WHIN. The Gallatin Green Wave is playing down at Blackman, playing the Blaze. And I think maybe they're some kind of equipment. Yeah, number 12, he goes out. And I think it's something. David, it looks like it's something to do with their knee pads, maybe?
That is correct. The other player was the same issue, and number 12, it looks like, same issue.
Keeper by, this is Taylor, the number 1, the quarterback, and he's got a first down as he took a shot there from Davis, and I believe that was Sam Keith. But he got a first down.
That was a great read. He had the ball in the belly of the tailback, and he saw a hole off the right side there, pulled it out of there, and made a nice run for a first down there. Great read by the quarterback.
Visions of the old Veer offense back in the 60s and 70s. Wishbone, and they're all those type of, and they give it, oh man, a huge hit. Number 5, that's Christian George, and he didn't have a chance at DK Williams. I don't think anybody touched him.
No. And I know the field's not slanted downhill, but DK, when the way he runs, makes it look like it's going downhill.
Yeah, he's got a little momentum going,
Guys down here, he is, oh my goodness, he is so fast.
Yes,
he's on these guys, and they're just kind of falling, really.
28-yard line, he lost about 3. We're getting down under 3 minutes now in the first period. And now they go to that double running back set. They went with an empty backfield. Now they've got, I believe this is Williams now as your quarterback, number 4. And he gives it up the middle, and the running back just disappeared in a wave of Navy jerseys. And I think they're going to get Barrett Brown, but he had, I mean, that whole front, the whole center of that line contributed to this. Barrett Brown was the first man in there. He lost about another yard, so now it's going to bring up second or third. It should be a 13.
Yeah, third man.
There you go.
Owen Knight's been in the backfield all night. I mean, he's really, number 25 is really penetrating for Beech off that defensive line, too.
And you look at him, he's 6'3", 192, but what an athlete.
Yeah, he's got a frame to really handle some more weight.
And again, this is Williams working out of the shotgun, and he doesn't have a chance. He got nailed by Barrett Brown, but the first man.
After that, that was Anton Wright on a corner blitz right there. Yeah.
Okay. He got in there, and he was just running for his life. So, again, that was Williams. Again, they're using about 50-50 between Williams and Taylor. And they play running back and then they quarterback. You know, they just switch them out as the dual safeties drop back to the 45. And again, this will be Austin Grace kicking from about his 5 or 6 yard line. Nice high kick. He's a good punter. As Laster has to take the fair catch on his knees at about the 48 of Lawson. So with 1:26 left in the first period, Beech again goes on offense. And another relatively short field as they're working in Lawson territory. This kid's got some good height, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's not going to give Laster a chance to return. You know, he's just going to take his chances on taking a 30-yard kick, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, and I think Lawson's watched some film because DK Williams he's almost blocked a punt every game this year, and they've blocked him up well, too, to give that guy time to punt. 2
receivers split wide left. Laster's in the slot. Now they move Nix, the tight end, to the left side. And I don't think the refs like that it is a timeout, and it's Lawson this time. They'll take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Beech Buccaneer Football on WHINradio.com.
I'm attorney Michael Ponce. I grew up here in Sumner County, and for more than 31 years, our firm has grown into one of the largest and most powerful firms in the area. We've done this by getting results for our clients. We handle personal injury cases, workers' compensation, and Social Security disability. We give a free consultation over the phone. So if you need a lawyer that you can trust, call Ponce Law. 615-851-1776. Ponce Law. Justice for all.
Hi everyone, I'm William Stiles with the Stiles Agency at Country Financial. I live and work right here in your community, helping families with their home, auto, and life insurance needs. My goal as a Stiles Agency is simple. Make sure you're protected, make insurance easy to understand, and to be there when you need me. If you'd like local service and someone you can actually call when questions come up, I'd love to help. You can find me online at williamstiles.net, that's williamstiles.net, or give us a call at 615-824-7020. Enjoy the game, and thank you for supporting our hometown team.
Back at Shackle Island Stadium, back to live action here as Beech will go on offense again from the Lightning 48. They give it to Shelton Swafford. He's trying to get outside, and he's hit and run out of bounds. And then, man, it just keeps going. And then, that's everything. And Lord, Katie Wellendorf's in the middle of that. I tell you what, that's got to be on Lawson because he took Swafford out to the almost out where the cheerleaders would be. There was an opening there, a gate, if you've ever been to Shackle Island Stadium, and he was still trying to tackle him as they went past the stone pillars.
Yeah, he ran Shelton into one of the stone pillars to put it real. So, yeah, Shelton was not happy.
I don't blame him. I really don't blame him. And let's see if they're going to call this offsetting, and normally that's what they do, but it was definitely initiated by the guys in the white jerseys.
Yeah, we won't call a name, keep them protected, as we say, witness protection. But I think one of the Beech players, defended his teammate probably a little too much there. And so it'd probably be an offsetting thing, I think, here.
As it was, the run was actually about a 2-yard loss as it's back to the midfield stripe. I don't think they had this long of meetings at the United Nations, but, my goodness.
Saying they should have solved world hunger by now?
Yeah. Maybe they're voting on this. That's what it is. Now they call a 4th referee in.
It's only a 5-man crew tonight, too, by the way.
Yes.
We've been having some 7s lately, 6 and 7, but just a 5-man crew tonight.
The only man that's not in it is the head linesman. He's just too far to walk over here. They're right in front of the Beech bench on the 50-yard numbers.
He's over there trying to get the other guy, James Lawson's coach is in his ear.
Yeah. Coach Brian Lilly is the 3rd-year coach, and as we said, he had a long history at Brentwood Academy, so he knows football. If he coached at Brentwood Academy, that's one of the stellar programs here in all of Tennessee, especially on the private D2 side. And,
would it make a difference if one of these, if it's a dead ball foul?
Well, I think they're both dead balls. Once he leaves.
Oh, okay.
I think once it leaves the playing surface, I think. Again, I'm not Matt Austin, on the Monday Night Football or whatever, but believe me.
I think one of our, maybe, is it a manager, one of our managers or something, maybe getting a little attention, maybe got caught in the fracas there once it went out of bounds there. I saw Dr. Dyer come over from Tennessee Orthopedics, check on her too. I believe one of our managers may have got hit, so she's getting checked out.
Yeah, she was right smack dab in the middle of the ruckus.
David, were they voting on this, or what are we doing down here?
Well, I saw pin pads
ball.
and calculators.
Yeah. So all that for zero, net zero on that. So let's see, I think they marked it off on both of them. But anyway, I guess the run was actually about a 2-yard loss. So I guess they'll mark it off.
I guess they have to do this.
I guess they do.
By protocol.
Well, I thought they said it was one sportsmanlike on Lawson also. I do not get this because
Yeah, the Lawson players are walking back.
Yeah.
Now.
So they marked it back to the Beech 37, and the umpire is talking to the Beech players. Let's see. Now, are they going to pick it up and mark? Now, the white hat has been over talking to Coach Lilly on the Lightning sideline. Now, I think we're going to walk it back the other way. So the net, I think, is 0. So when all said and done, let's see, does the play count? I think it does. We'll sort this out in a minute. It's either 1st and 10 or 2nd and 11.
He's saying second down. So
okay,
the referee did.
So the 1-yard loss on the run stands, and of course the down count. So, okay, let's reset. 1:19 left in the first period, 14-0 Beech, as Powell takes the play up to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and he just slams the defender out of his way, and they ride him out of bounds at the 6-yard line. He was pushing the defender out in front of him. God, help me, somebody.
Yeah, well, that goes to tell you that Fuchs' ankle's all right, because him and Smith on the left side there just made a gaping hole along with Jonas Green. Caden Powell had 40 yards before anybody got near him, and then, like you said, he escorted the defender another 20 yards after that. So
he was clubbing him as he ran down the field. So it's 1st and 10 at the 16. Again, we're at 1 minute and 10 seconds. The snaps have been a little low. I've noticed Caden's had to go down below his knees. That one again is low, but he gives it to Williams. Williams up the middle, and he runs over a couple of Lawson players, and he's down inside the 5, and that should be enough for another WHIRadio.com first down. Let's see, they will mark it at the 4, so it'll be 1st and goal.
Just a great push by the Beech offensive line. We know we're beating a dead horse here, but they're really making things happen right now. I thought actually the right side of the line moved a little before it snapped there, but the referees didn't call it. We'll take it.
Terry, you're talking about low snaps. This turf is slick. It is real slick.
Really?
So the ball being hiked is just kind of brushing off the grass, causing a low snap. All
right. Thanks for that observation. I would have not guessed that. They give it to Williams. Williams is into the orange. And he's got a Beech Buccaneers Rebecca Nazarene touchdown with 31 seconds left in the first period. Beech goes up 20-0. And Thomas Mendoza will try to add the dessert here. As Champ Nix is your snapper. This is what, about 5 or 6 years we've had a Nix snapping. First Tyler and now Champ.
Yeah, I'd say at least 5.
Yeah. And perfect snap, perfect hold by Ethan Curry, and Thomas Mendoza gets it through the pipe. So with 31 seconds left, Beech goes up by 21-0. So what's the stats on that? How many plays we have? 4 plays. Go ahead. Go ahead, Clay. All right. Yep. And I guess you could say 2 penalties. There you go. And 119. So Beech has had a 31-second drive, a 3-minute. That's got to do something about holding the ball that long. 3 minutes and 5 seconds, and then a minute 19. So yeah, they got to work on cutting those possession times down.
To fire our offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Get the hot seat out,
yeah,
as they say on the Dr. Pepper commercial.
Yeah. 3 minutes. That's just too long. And the drive was a lot shorter than the referee's conference to mark off the offsetting penalties.
That's a good point.
And a nice kick as Brawl hits it, and it hit at the 1. It looked like a 9. Here's the golfer back here, Tyler. That looked like a wedge shot, didn't it?
That was Tyler's approach to the 18th hole right there, buddy.
Man, that almost stuck on the 1-yard line, and it did spin barely into the end zone. So, wow. David, are you staying out of the way of the referees down there?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I spoke with the offender last week and told him we had a chair over here that he could sit in the whole game. He laughed about it.
As it is, 20-yard line for Lawson. And again, 31 seconds left in the first period. Beech up 21-0. Going to have some special guests. Going to have some students here from Beech. We'll talk about it in just a second. And we got to think an illegal motion as Taylor bounces off the first, and then he got grabbed by the hardware, by the face mask. Yeah. So I think they're going to be offsetting. I think we've got a shift on Lawson, and then we got a high tackle, and he got the headgear. You know, that's hard when you're just grabbing for something, and this kid is very elusive. Juan Taylor. And I think they're going to wipe these two out.
Yeah, you said Taylor and Williams are both good little runners, and
yes.
You know, getting in space is the difficult part. But if they do, they've shown the ability to make some good plays and nice runs tonight. But the hard part, you know, is Beech's defensive line in pursuit of linebacker. But when they've had the chance, they run the ball well. So, like I said, discipline and eye discipline and staying in the lane is still important here, even though we're up 21-0.
Well, the good thing about that is, JC, it took them about 15 or 20 seconds to mark off the penalty. We didn't have a conference, so
We've improved in here.
Yes. So, again, we're going to go back, 1st and 10 from the 20. And they fake it. That's Taylor, and he's up over the 20, about to the 25, 26, a nice run. That's Juan Taylor. He wears number 1. And then they've got Williams. That is Steve Williams. And he's number 4. And that's the end of the first period. So at the end of 1, your Beech Buccaneers 21. The Lightning from James Lawson High School is 0. We'll be right back with more Beech Buccaneer football on WHINradio.com.
The Sumner Prevention Coalition's mission is to unite people with vision commitment and resources to provide solutions to eliminate substance abuse and make a difference for youth, families, and individuals in Sumner County. We envision a healthy, safe, and thriving community free of substance abuse. If you or your child needs help, call or text Tennessee Redline at 1-800-889-9789. Learn more at SumnerCoalition.org. The Sumner Prevention Coalition is proud to support all Sumner County High School sports broadcasts on WHIN Radio and WHINradio.com.
Again, back at Shackle Island Stadium, getting ready to start the second period here. Beech up 21-0. And again, some other action tonight. Centennial, as we said, the Cougars are over at Station Camp, taking on the Bison. Portland is venturing down to Nolensville. And that is tonight. And in Hendersonville, they're waiting to tomorrow night to take on the Patriots, and they give it to, that is Song, I believe, or Swong. And no. Let me change that. He gets 2 yards. That is number 28. My bad. That is LaShawn Bonds. LaShawn Bonds. And he just couldn't get any traction there. And it is 3rd down, and he's got about 3 yards to go. You start thinking about 4 downs here this early in the game, JC. You're down 21-0. You're deep. I mean, if they don't get it here.
Yeah, last game of the year, let it all out.
And they give the ball up to, that is, let's see, who is that on the field? He got the first down, the running back, and that was number 5. That is Christian George. And he will move the sticks for the Lightning.
He's a good-looking sophomore.
Yes.
Christian George is.
If you look at this roster, they have very few seniors on this team. They really do. I mean, most of their skill players are either juniors or sophomores, and also on the line. I mean, they've got the running back Hill, number 12, is really the only senior on the offense. And somebody on the Beech jumped off, but were they baited? Let's see.
Yeah, I think they jumped on the downshift there from the offensive line, so it's going to be 5 yards against Beech here.
Yeah, and one of the Beech players, man, he is chastising his team, going, we got to play with discipline. And they'll move the ball up to the 36-yard line, and the Lightning will go into start the clock again. Again, the ball up to the 36. 1st and 5 for the Lightning. And this time it is Taylor, and he gives it on a little inside counter. DK Williams says, not on my watch. Man, he put him down. That was number 12. That was Jalen Hill, the leading rusher. Again, he has 394 yards this year, but he didn't add to that total with that one, as he actually lost a yard. So it will be 2nd and 6.
Great pursuit, too. I mean, if DK didn't tackle him, Wyatt Davis, Aiden Curry, I mean, more support was coming. He had nowhere to go around the little inside reverse there.
And I tell you, guys, this Lawson offensive line, they're not small fries. They got some big kids up there. Taylor retreats. He's looking downfield. Now he's being pressured. Wyatt Davis, we got a hold. And he throws out. He's got his man at the 50-yard line. And he is down to the Beech 47. This is coming back. The flag dropped at the 32-yard line. I believe this is going to be a hold. As I saw, I think it was Sam Keith, whoever was trying to block Sam, just figured he'd grab him by the back of the number 9, and I don't think it's legal. So let's see here. It would go from, again, the rule, it's second year of it, which I like it, the offensive line. Now they're calling face mask on Beech. I really thought it was a hold, but they said, I guess it was Taylor's. He was scrambling. Somebody grabbed his headgear, and that's the second 15-yard face mask penalty against the Bucs.
And they'll be tacked on here, I believe, at the end. So we're going to be down to probably about the 32, I think.
Right, if the math is right on that, yeah.
No, they've already marked some off there. I don't know.
Okay.
They just did 5 yards for some reason.
Yeah, it was. So he caught the ball. You're right. He caught the ball at the 48 of Beech, and now they'll mark it down to the 43, 1st and 10. And this is Taylor again. He backs up, looking, throws it out in the flat, and almost intercepted by Crutcher. And it went through his hands, and then I believe that's Hill, number 21, excuse me, that is Lamar Smith, and he almost came up with the catch.
Yeah, it hit him, but, obviously Crutcher being in the way, he probably got a hand on it, deflected just a little bit enough to where Lamar Smith couldn't corral it in. It got deflected, so incomplete.
2nd 10, and again, James Lawson was late. That is Williams now, number 4, coming back onto the field, and he'll be the quarterback. It's hard to keep up because they're using both these kids interchangeable. And now the way we got a leadership, you can't have 2 or 3 men moving at once, as Taylor is put down.
You can, it's just Canadian football.
Yeah.
Or Arena League.
Yeah, I thought we were watching arena football there for
without the sideboards on the field.
That's right, that's right.
The padded sideboards, and that's an illegal shift. Yeah, you got 2 men that both running backs went different ways. And so that's going to back it up.
Pick the result of the play, I guess. Yeah. No gain. So.
There was no gain, so yeah. So now it's 3rd, and you got to think Lawson's in 4-down territory here with 9:30 left in the first half. And again, they've got, this is Williams, I believe, is your quarterback this time. And now they send number 12, and that is Hill in motion. They throw it out in the flat. A nice play there. Crutcher, man, he was all over that play. That was a long lateral. That's a dangerous pass, throwing it that far.
Real dangerous. Yeah, that's a long way to throw it. You've got to have some good arm strength to really whip that out there, not play around and let the defense react to that. So great play by Devin Crutcher. He covered the space and made the play.
He threw it. When he threw it, he was almost to the other hash mark. And he threw it all at the Hillwood. There we go. Lawson sideline. And he threw it all the way back to the numbers on the Beech side, right in front of our coaching staff. And he's lucky that wasn't. If Devin would have jumped that, it'd been 6.
They are going to punt it, Terry.
Yep.
Yeah, they are. As Laster and Miller drop back as dual safeties. And again, this is Austin Grace, I believe, number 20. And he's got a good, strong leg, and he's got good height on this. And we'll see now at 4th and 11, and Lawson burns her 2nd time out of the night. We'll take a quick break with them. We'll be right back with more Beech Buccaneer football on the Ponce Law Broadcast Center.
I'm attorney Michael Ponce. I grew up here in Sumner County, and for more than 31 years, our firm has grown into one of the largest and most powerful firms in the area. We've done this by getting results for our clients. We handle personal injury cases, workers' compensation, and Social Security disability. We give a free consultation over the phone. So if you need a lawyer that you can trust, call Ponce Law, 615-851-1776. Ponce Law, justice for all.
We're back at live at Shackle Island Stadium. We were commenting, I was, that Lawson got a good roster. They got almost 60 kids on this team. So that's a good turnout. Again, Coach Lilly is a veteran of the Brentwood Academy program, so he knows what it takes to build a program. And again, it looks like Austin Grace will kick it away. And he is standing on his own 42. And Laster and Miller.
Looks like a fake.
It is a fake. Oh, yeah, now he did. They just pulled J.R. French down. That was just a tackle, and this is going to come back.
We have 4 flags down. One came deep from the secondary. The umpire threw one. The referee threw one. So a lot of action right here.
Guys, I can tell you before the timeout, Beech was prepared for the fake punt, and it looks like they were still prepared for that as well.
And this guy just pulled J.R. French down, and that was just a tackle. And I know that was one of the flags, so it should be. Yeah, and they dropped that at the 44, right at the line of scrimmage. So let's sort this out, as JC said there. I think every referee threw a flag. Maybe one of them threw 2 of them.
Wyatt Davis was square dancing with somebody, and there was no music playing, so that was a definite hold as well.
So we got a hold on Lawson. That's decline. We got another hold on Lawson. That's decline. And
First down,
first results of the play was no gain on the fake punt, so Beech will take over at the 43.
Sawyer Hicks. I'm sorry, Sawyer Hicks. Yeah, sorry, coming to play quarterback.
There you go. So Caden Powell, they may be resting him. Sawyer Hicks.
Sawyer Phillips, I'm sorry.
Sawyer Phillips, yeah. He is number 7, and he's a junior. And it looks like the starting offensive line, he looks to be the only substitute.
I think Mr. Gallaty's in for
okay.
Jack Fuchs.
Good.
I think.
Yeah, let Jack rest that ankle. He, like JC said, he ran on it well. As Swafford past the 50, and he's down to about the 47. And more flags, I believe, came in. Let's see, was that a towel or
something flying? It's right on the
B.
It's right on the B there.
There's laundry.
It's orange on orange there, or yellow on orange. It's hard to see.
Right where Shelton was tackled. He had almost a first down. Let's see what happens here, though. I believe we're going to back Beech up.
Against the Buccaneers.
He was just short of a first down, but this is not. This is going to be one of these plays that's going to end up being 1st and 10 after they mark the 10 yards off. Yeah, it's going to. I think we lost about a foot on that, so it's going to be 1st down and 10 yards plus a little. As Shelton almost had the first down, and then the 10-yard penalty marks it back. 2 receivers split wide right. He'll bring Caden Campbell's H-back to the right side. And Sawyer Hicks gets it, throws it out in the flat, and oh man, number 6, boy, that was Mekhi Jackson. And I thought he might have been able to jump that pass. That's a long throw to the sideline.
Yeah, that was good that, Sawyer Phillips has a strong arm, because if there had been any less volume behind that ball, you're right, Mekhi Jackson was all over that. He could have had a pick 6, but one more half step there.
And Coach Crabtree was telling the receiver, hey, I needed you to go downfield further. Instead of flattening that route out, he wanted him to go down the field some more. 2 receivers split wide right. That's Miller and Laster in the shotgun, and they give it to Crutcher. Crutcher up the middle, 50, 45, 40, and he's finally knocked down at the Lawson 37-yard line, I believe, or 36. That should move to 6. It will, and that's a WHIRadio.com first down.
Devin was about the 42. He started looking around. He's like, I got to hit somebody.
Yeah.
He bounced off a safety there for another 7 or 8 yards. I tell you, the depth of running back Beech has too right now. It's just a luxury that what they've got, 4 deep running back.
Well, he's 5'7", 186, so he's compact, but he is a tough guy to bring down as he stays in. Or is that J.R. French is now the running back? No, it's Crutcher again. He goes off the left side, 30, 25, 20, and he's finally driven down at about the 13. And again, on that left side, that's where Ryder Gallaty. Now Fuchs is back in. I'm sorry. Jack Fuchs is back in, and that would also be Grady Edwards over there. Or Hunter Smith. I'm sorry, Hunter Smith on that side. So beautiful hole, and it will be first down. I tell you what, the chain crew for Beech is getting a workout tonight.
They are. Got to be alert. Do you give it to Crutcher again? 2 carries in a row and 20 yards each.
Don't
make it stop it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
If it's working, why quit? And let's see, he's got Campbell on the left side as his H-back. And low snap, he'll take it, he'll roll out to his left, looking into the end zone and intercepted. And that is number 6, and that is Jackson. And Sawyer Phillips, the quarterback, came down and tackled him, said, how dare you intercept my throw? As Jackson, the ball was a little underthrown, and Jackson picked it. There were 2 defenders there with Laster.
Yeah, it would have needed to be back corner there, give Laster a little bit better chance, just a little underthrown. So good play actually by Jackson. He read it, made the play. Like I said, he almost had an interception back here on the Beech 40, when this drive started. So the turnover will give it over to Lawson on just outside the 5 there.
Our good friend Greg Ayers is reporting Blackman up 3-0 on Gallatin at the end of the first. Gallatin playing with their 3rd-string quarterback is Barksdale, their 2nd-string quarterback. I suppose got injured in their last game. As this is Taylor, the quarterback, and he'll run out to the side. He's up over the 10. And he's driven out at about the 12 or 13-yard line. A good-looking run. JC on that pick, you want to bring it out, but he'd have probably been better off if he just caught it and went down and been a touchback.
He thought about that, I think. After he took a step, he realized he was just barely outside the goal line, so he had to go then. So also nice run there, like you said, by Taylor. He about halfway in that run, he faked like he was cutting it up, and he kind of got the corner on that side to suck in a little bit, and he was able to bounce it outside and get another 5 yards. Nice run for sure.
So let's call it 2nd and about 3. 6:25 left in the first half. Beech up 21-0.
Springfield's up 21-0 over Creekwood in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, I tell you what, that 4A with them, and they didn't even win their region because they happened to be in there with Pearl Cone. And they're going to shift heavy to the right. And they're going to burn, I believe that's their last timeout. And that is it for timeouts for the Lightning in the first half. And we'll take a short break with them. We'll be right back with more Beech Buccaneer football on the Ponce Law Broadcast Center.
Pony Mailbox and Business Center is your one-stop shop for all of your packing and shipping needs. Locally owned and operated, we provide shipping services through all of the major U.S. carriers, including FedEx, UPS, DHL, and the Postal Service. With 2 convenient locations, you are never too far away. We're located at 242 West Main Street in Hendersonville and 540 West Main Street in Gallatin. In addition to shipping and selling a wide variety of packing supplies, we also provide copy, fax, notary, and print services, including banners, blueprints, and business cards.
Hello, my name is Tommy Oldham. I own and operate Pony Mailbox and Business Center in Hendersonville and Gallatin. Whether you need to ship a package or have your documents printed, copied, faxed, or notarized, stop by either of our 2 convenient locations and let us provide you with our fast and friendly service.
Back at Shackle Island Stadium, we got some score updates. Brandon and JC, what do you got, guys?
I've got Noblesville into the first. Noblesville's beating Portland 7-6 into the first quarter.
What about JC? What do you got?
Well, I was saying White House is trailing Spring Hill 13-3.
As Taylor keeps the ball, he's trying to get outside, and he's near the stakes up there. Let's see where they mark him. Ran out on the Lawson sideline. I think he's going to be a little short. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Let's see where they actually mark him.
No gain.
Yeah, it's going to be at the – he's got to get to the 16. And they're going to mark him. Yeah, you're right. No gain. Back at the 14. So, again, it's going to be 3rd down and 2 now. It's actually a long 2. And, again, they're going to use – I believe this is Taylor's going to stay in as a quarterback. This time Christian George is his running back to his right hip. And they short snap it to George. He gets hit into the backfield, and, man, he got smothered. And he bounced off a couple of Bucs, but he's finally finished off by Curry. And
I think he got the 1st down, though.
Yeah, I think you're right. He had to get past the 16.
Yeah, they're moving the chains on the far side over there. They gave it to him.
Really? Because he's short of the 16, it looks like.
Or did they just not have the chains properly set up?
He's on the 15 and 3/4 yard line, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got it 1st down.
Yeah, they gave him a 1st down. Yeah, I think they're talking about it because the front stake was set past the 16, and now they're saying 1st down. But like David said, the ball was short of the 16. Of course, that front stake might not have been exactly accurate, but as it is. It's a done deal now as it's first down with 6 minutes left in the second period. And that is Hill, Jalen Hill getting on the field late, number 12, the leading receiver. He'll come out to the left side. He'll be picked up by Anton Wright. Good to see Anton out there. And they got a receiver split way out to the right as Hill comes in motion. And Taylor counters back. And a nice play there by Owen Knight. He drags him down after about a 3-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
That was a good read by the quarterback. He read hole and he got there, but even better play. Owen Knight shut down what would have been a big game. Made a nice breakdown and tackle there.
I tell you what, Owen Knight is turning into a player at that defensive end. Again, he's not the biggest kid in the world, but he plays smart. And, he doesn't get suckered in by the fakes and all. He plays his responsibility. And he and Sam Keith, two good-looking sophomores, a high snap. They give it on the jet sweep. And a beautiful play by D.K. Williams in the backfield. And Mekhi Jackson, if he could have evaded that tackle, he might have got around that corner. As it is, though, it will be 3rd down now and about 12. How many tackles is that now, Tyler, for Mr. Williams? Yeah, wow. 6 tackles, 3 of them for loss and a sack. That's a good game for most people, and we're not even into the halftime yet as Taylor keeps it. Nice run. Boy, and he got hit by Sam Keith up high. And I believe that was maybe Barrett Brown low. And they will kick it away, man. I tell you what, Barrett had him by the ankles, and then Sam Keith finished that off, yes, emphatically. See that big word I used there?
Yeah,
I know.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I know. I've been practicing that.
Green Hill.
Spell it. Can you spell it?
No, not. I absolutely can't even get started.
Green Hill 21, Smyrna 14. That's a close game. Not supposed to be so.
High snap and a nice play there by Austin Grace as he kicks it. He boomed it down to Brock Miller. Will take the fair catch at the 48-yard line of Lawson. And tell you what, this kid is doing his job as the punter. He's kicking it a mile high, and it's, that one was almost over his head. And so these are 30, 35-yard punts, but 0 returns. So I'm sure Lawson, that's what they're telling him. We'll take that. Just don't give Laster or Miller the opportunity to bring it back to the house. Again, Gallatin was trailing. Let's see, Centennial 14, Station Camp 7. Our friend Brent Adams, play-by-play man for WHINradio.com. Station Camp 14-7, about midway through the second period. Is Crutcher up the middle. He's a 40 and to the 35, and he's finally driven back, but that's going to be a first down as they'll move the sticks for another WHINradio.com first down.
I tell you, Devin Crutcher would be, he's behind 2 really good running backs, but he'll be playing a lot in different schools, and he definitely will get a ton of carries next year, too, once Swafford's out of the way, too.
Yes.
He's a good-looking running back.
The depth at running back is never a problem at Beech High School. Sawyer Phillips gives it to Crutcher again, gaping hole off to the right, 25, 20, 15. He spins, and he's knocked down finally at the 5-yard line, and Elijah Guerre saved the day right there as he tackled him at the 5, but Devin looked like a pinball there bouncing off the people.
And kudos to the line. I mean, we're beating a dead horse, but I mean, the running backs are getting 5 yards free pretty much tonight before they're running into anybody. They're doing a great job opening the holes.
You can never give enough love to the offensive line. I tell you, as Crutcher goes up the middle, he's untouched. He puts his feet in the orange turf, and that is touchdown, Beech Buccaneers. As Crutcher had most of the yardage on that drive.
Yeah. And I watched Grady Edwards right there pull and take out the left tackle on the defensive side, or the right, I guess it'd be right defensive.
I think Sawyer Hicks was actually in its center that time, and Jonas Green moved over to right.
Oh, did he? Okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
I believe I'm right. David, did you see that? We'll get to him in just a second after the kick here as the snap. The hold, the kick, Thomas Mendoza straight between the pipes. He hit the net between the goal post and the concession stand.
I didn't see what you were saying, Terry, but I was just in awe of Crutcher and his running and just how hard he is to tackle.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a bowling ball rolling through here.
Yeah, he's like you said, he's only 5'7", but 186, and man, he is one tough kid to bring down. And notice he switched arms again, switched that hand.
He takes care of that ball, and I tell you, he'd already chucked 4 guys there, and he was about to get the 5th guy got him because he'd already, knocked 4 guys out of the way. That's just tough hard running right there.
Yeah, we'll try to get you more scores. We're going to have some special guests up here at halftime, a couple of students, and it's the Beyond the Score. It's a DECA project, and we're going to have some folks up here talking about an interview right at the beginning of halftime.
Murfreesboro Oakland is up 35-3 on Cookeville. No surprise there.
Yeah, that's not a surprise. Yeah. Any team that has 2 finalists for Mr. Football in 6A on one team, that's impressive.
Yeah, big shocker.
And the kick goes, and the referee almost caught that, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20, and Nate Crawl does his job. Man, when you can put that ball into the end zone and you make the team go 80 yards to score, that's a big advantage.
Yeah, most teams, their top skill players back there return those kicks, so if you can just eliminate that 9 times out of 10, that's just a great, you start them on the 20, that's just a great advantage to have.
Anton Wright, again, great to see this young man. He had a knee injury early in the year and I think just came back the last game, got a few snaps.
He did, you're exactly right.
On senior night against Hendersonville, and now he's getting some more snaps as Brock Miller's taking a rest.
Our friends up the hill, Upperman Bees, 28-6 over Signal Mountain, putting a sting on them, I guess we could say.
Yeah, and they may have a sting, but they may have a date with a tornado next week.
That'd be a good game to watch.
Yeah. Upperman would host believe it or not, Alcoa did not win the region as they were upset. I'm trying to remember who beat them.
Yeah, one of the county schools up there.
Yeah, that was. He's hitting the backfield, Owen Knight, and he just keeps retreating. And sometimes it's better just to go down. It's Caden Campbell and Owen Knight, and take your pick. We got a flag way up here at the 19-yard line.
I don't know if they were lined up correctly. I could be wrong. One of the players was running off late as well. So if it's against Lawson, I'm sure Beech will decline this penalty.
Yeah, because he lost 15. Again, he got hit at about between the 10 and 15, and he should have just went down. He kept trying to retreat.
Yeah.
The more he retreated, the more Bucs showed up.
Yeah. Caden Campbell will get credit for the tackle, but D.K. Williams is there 5 yards in the backfield to really get him off course there. So it looks like the legal procedure they declined.
So, again, Beech has got 3 timeouts in their back pocket. So, I'm sure Lawson's going to try to take all the time they can off the clock here, as we're at 2:35 and counting. But again, Beech, I want to give a shout out to my beautiful daughter in Norfolk, Virginia, Madison Crow, and son-in-law Matthew. As the pitch out goes to the right side, and Caden Campbell stays at home, and he got a nice little gain up to about the 11, but well short.
We got another flag, guys.
We do? Where is it?
On the far side over there.
On the far side. The head linesman's wearing it out. Flag, I see it now, Dave. It's over on the 9-yard line. I'm glad we got these younger guys down on the field with good eyes because,
Well, they declined it anyway.
Yeah, so they'll take the results of the play. So now it's going to be 3rd down. They got to get up to the 30, and the ball's at the 12. So we'll call it 3rd down and 18. And again, 2 minutes and 8 seconds and counting. Again, the Beech can get them to punt. They may call a timeout if they stop them here. I can see Beech calling timeout as Lawson is perfectly content to burn as much clock as they can. And they're a little mixed up trying to get set here, as this is Taylor, number 1, back at quarterback now. And they short snap it to the up man, and that is number 5, Christian George. And he is near the 1st down, and I believe he's got it. So on the 3rd and 17, they convert. So erase everything I said about using your timeouts to get the ball back. As
new little wrinkle, and it worked. Yeah. I mean, he got through the right side there, and actually kind of tripped over his own feet, or another Lawson player there. He might have more yards to go.
He was the setback, and now this ball is kicked way up. And, that was the smart thing to do. Christian George saw number 44 coming, and he just sat down.
Yeah.
I would do the same thing if 44 was coming after me.
Yeah, he just sat down and let him go over the top of him.
He's got a future family to think about.
Yeah. As a business decision there.
That's exactly what I was going to say, a business decision.
So as it is, he lost about 4 yards, and we're ticking down to a minute. I think Beech is content to go to the locker room here. And this maybe 1 or 2 more plays. Again, a high snap, Taylor, and it bounced off the top of his head. And then that was, you want to guess, it was Williams and Barrett Brown.
Yeah.
The ball went up, and it came down on the top of the quarterback's head, bounced, and the running back caught it and ran it.
Very fortunate bounce for the Lawson Lightning right there. Could
That's
easily
using-
been a turnover.
That's you using your head if you're the quarterback, isn't it?
Exactly.
And now there's 30 seconds and counting. And let's see what Lawson's going to do here. If this is a running play, this is probably the last play of the half. And it's just a student body left, and that is number 28. And that is a nice tackle there by Anton Wright.
Yep. Stuck his nose
Good
in
for
there,
him.
in the crowd,
Absolutely.
and made
Good
a nice
for
play.
him.
And that was LaShawn Bonds, number 28, but he's a good-looking running back. And we're ticking down to 3-2-1, and I think we're going to go to the half. And at the end of the first half, your Beech Buccaneers are up 28-0. We'll be right back after a quick break. You're listening to Ponce Law Broadcast Center, WHINradio.com.
By getting results for our clients. We handle personal injury cases, workers' compensation, and Social Security disability. We give a free consultation over the phone. So if you need a lawyer that you can trust, call Ponce Law, 615-851-1776. Ponce Law, justice for all.
Pony Mailbox and Business Center is your one-stop shop for all of your packing and shipping needs. Locally owned and operated, we provide shipping services to all of the major U.S. carriers, including FedEx, UPS, DHL, and the Postal Service. With 2 convenient locations, you are never too far away. We're located at 242 West Main Street in Hendersonville and 540 West Main Street in Gallatin. In addition to shipping and selling a wide variety of packing supplies, we also provide copy, fax, notary, and print services, including banners, blueprints, and business cards.
Hello, my name is Tommy Oldham. I own and operate Pony Mailbox and Business Center in Hendersonville and Gallatin. Whether you need to ship a package or have your documents printed, copied, faxed, or notarized, stop by either of our 2 convenient locations and let us provide you with our fast and friendly service.
Hi everyone, I'm William Stiles with the Stiles Agency at Country Financial. I live and work right here in your community, helping families with their home, auto, and life insurance needs. My goal at the Stiles Agency is simple: make sure you're protected, to make insurance easy to understand, and to be there when you need me. If you'd like local service and someone you can actually call when questions come up, I'd love to help. You can find me online at williamstiles.net, that's williamstiles.net, or give us a call at 615-824-7020. Enjoy the game, and thank you for supporting our hometown team.
Welcome back to Halftime Show. We've got some special guests here for the Halftime Show, but we'll get some stats here in a minute. But if you're just tuning in, it's halftime. Your Beech Buccaneers are up 28-0 over James Lawson. This is Brandon Shanks, and we're going to get David Cuffman and J.C. Swafford here in a minute. But I've got some special guests with me up here. I've got Xavier Bonway and Maddie King up here, and I'm going to ask them some questions here. They have something about Beyond the Score,
yes.
And so I'm just going to start out with the first question here, and with the basics. What is Beyond the Score, and how did this project get started? I think Xavier's taking that question. Go ahead, Xavier.
All right. Thank you for having us. Beyond the Score is a community awareness campaign designed to promote sportsmanship throughout the state of Tennessee. We visited a lot of local tournaments and done some school visits, and so it's affiliated with a club here at Beech High School called DECA, which is a marketing club, and so we're able to take this project and compete with it while also shedding light on a cause that we all really feel drawn to.
Awesome. Second question here. I think it goes to Maddie.
Yeah.
You've taken Beyond the Score into schools across the area. Can you tell us what those preparations are like and how students have responded?
Yeah, so we visited Beech Elementary in K through 5th grade, Madison Creek, just 5th grade. We're planning to do kindergarten through 4th grade. And we visited T.W. Hunter, 6th through 8th grade. And we really, for the elementary schools, we like to just start off by showing them like what kindness is. And the kids at elementary schools, they really respond well with it. The kids, they love it. They have a lot of fun with it. We do some, we incorporate some games that like tie in kindness and like say, hey, tell them good job afterwards to teach kids like the importance of sportsmanship and to be kind to one another. And then for middle schoolers, we kind of like take it up a notch and we ask them some hard questions like this or that questions. Is this good sportsmanship or bad sportsmanship? Because in middle school, it really gets a lot more competitive. And this is when trash talking happens and fouls happen a lot. And yeah, we just really want to like show them that sportsmanship is a big deal and they need to incorporate it in their athletic lives.
Well, I'm just listening to that. I kind of wish I had this back when I was playing. When I played football, that's been many years ago. Because sometimes I'm kind of maybe ashamed of some stuff that I probably said on the football field. And but Xavier, you get the third question, buddy?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. I know. Also, you visited some tournaments around Tennessee. What do you do at those events, and how do you connect with these athletes?
Yeah, so all three of us, Beyond the Score members, we are soccer players. And so we all play for a club called Tennessee Soccer Club. It's got different locations throughout the state of Tennessee, one in Sumner County. And so we've had the privilege of being able to partner with them for a tournament in Franklin that they host every year, Tennessee Soccer Club Battlegrounds Tournament of Champions.
That's a mouthful.
Yes, it's a mouthful, yeah. But it was down in Franklin. We're at Williamson County Soccer Complex, and we were able to set up a booth at the complex. So we were able to hand out some candy, interview a few coaches, players, parents, get their views of sportsmanship while being in the community that we feel a part of. And so it was a really cool opportunity to get Beyond the Score out there, spread sportsmanship directly to the communities and everyone involved. And so yeah, that's sort of what it included. It was really good.
That's great. You said that was down in Franklin?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. The project also has some social media presence, and I think Maddie's going to talk about that. So how do you use all the social media out there? How do you use that platform to get the message out?
Oh, yeah. So we have an Instagram, bhs.beyondthescore, where that's really we post everything. So our main thing that we're doing right now is Players of the Week, where we send out a survey to coaches in an athletic sport, and then they choose one of their players on their team that they have or they think has shown the most sportsmanship in their team on and off the field. We don't just want it on the field, we want it off the field as well.
Sure.
And so we post what the coach said about them, just congratulate them. And then we also like to post our school visits. We want to show, because when we go to different events, we get parents to follow us, and we want to show them, well, what are we doing in their kids' lives? And so we post our school visits, we just posted Beech Elementary school visits, and showed them, showed the people that follow us, hey, they're actually having fun and teaching these kids everything. And the social media is really cool because we just get to see, how we're growing, especially because we see how many views we get, and that helps us, target our main audience, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. One more time, what was that Instagram page?
bhs.beyondthescore.
All right, y'all got that.
Yes.
So, and then finally, what do y'all see? What's next for Beyond the Score? How do you see the project growing and continuing in the future? Because I don't know, Xavier. Xavier, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior, Maddie.
And I'm a senior. So
So all right. So where do y'all see it going from here?
So I can talk short term and long term. And so obviously in the past, like we've mentioned, we've had the privilege of being able to target some of the feeder schools for our lovely Shackle Island community. And it's been great being able to have a direct impact and spread the message of sportsmanship throughout this community. But we sort of want to expand and be a little bit more broad throughout the state of Tennessee. Like we mentioned, Tennessee Soccer Club, that tournament they're able to do in Franklin. So we want to do do more of those outreach events that reach other parts of Tennessee. And so that's really the macro, like the big
like
long term out there. But for short term, it's really cool. We are going to be at the Beech Elementary School Country Day this Saturday. And so we'll be able to set up a booth there.
This coming up Saturday?
Yes, this coming Saturday. And we'll be able to set up a booth there, get to talk to some parents, students, and just get their views of sportsmanship and spread awareness of good sportsmanship there. So that's short term, long term, and we're really passionate about this project and spreading it in our community and throughout the state of Tennessee.
That's awesome. Maddie, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I'll add something. Since I'm a senior, I really I'll be gone next year, and so I just really want to see that as we're going and talking to athletic communities that we see an improvement in sportsmanship, and we see that it's actually growing and that kids are actually taking it upon themselves to act kind to one another and be leaders on the field, because that's a really important thing. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, guys. Thank y'all so much for being up here. Xavier Bonway and Maddie King, guys, and thank you again for being up here, and wish you the best of luck in the future. That was Beyond the Score, and again, we thank y'all for being up here.
Thank you so much.
Again, your halftime score is your Beech Buccaneers 28 and the James Lawson Bolts 0. We'll be right back with more stats.
Pony Mailbox and Business Center is your one-stop shop for all of your packing and shipping needs. Locally owned and operated, we provide shipping services through all of the major U.S. carriers, including FedEx, UPS, DHL, and the Postal Service. With 2 convenient locations, you are never too far away. We're located at 242 West Main Street in Hendersonville and 540 West Main Street in Gallatin. In addition to shipping and selling a wide variety of packing supplies, we also provide copy, fax, notary, and print services, including banners, blueprints, and business cards.
Hello, my name is Tommy Old. I own and operate Pony Mailbox and Business Center in Hendersonville and Gallatin. Whether you need to ship a package or have your documents printed, copied, faxed, or notarized, stop by either of our 2 convenient locations and let us provide you with our fast and friendly service.
All right, welcome back to more of your Beech Buccaneer football. I've got David Cuffman with me right now, and we're going to go over some stats there. We've got a little bit of time here at halftime. So again, it's 28-0. Beech Buccaneers over James Lawson Bolts, or Lightning Bolts, whatever. And so, but we will go over some stats and maybe get some scores. I've been checking my phone with some scores. David might have some scores, but we'll go with some stats first. And tonight your leading rusher is Devin Crutcher. He's got 5 rushes for 64 yards and a touchdown. Caden Powell has 4 rushes for 47 yards and a touchdown. Shelton Swafford has 5 carries for 28 yards and a 12-inch touchdown. No, a touchdown's a touchdown.
Yes.
And then D.K. Williams has 2 carries for 16 yards and a touchdown. As far as passing, Caden Powell's 2 for 2 for 63 yards. And Sawyer is, I think he's 1 of 2. I didn't get that correct there. So receiving, very first play of the game, it was a long pass to first reception for Champ Nix for 56 yards, and Jeremy Laster has 1 catch for 7 yards. Mendoza has all the extra points. He's kicked all of those. And then on defense, is led by, believe it or not, D.K. Williams. I know that's a big shock to everybody, but D.K.'s got 7 tackles. He's got 2 sacks, I believe. I'm correct on that. And then Brock Miller has the 1 interception for the game. So kind of pretty much a dominated first quarter for Beech. It'll be interesting the second half to see who I would assume Caden Powell's night is done. I assume Sawyer Phillips is going to come out and start the second half. It'll be It'll be interesting to see what kind of other players get some action there. So anyway, again, halftime scores 28-0 your Beech Buccaneers. JC, you got any scores down there?
Yeah, buddies up at East Robertson, the Indians, right? They're still the Indians.
They are still the Indians.
Political correctness hadn't got them yet, but they're playing Decatur County, Riverside, a 3-7 school, so it's a 4 versus a 1 seed, and East Robertson, it's all East Robertson. It's 24-7, probably at halftime. Eagleville 21, McEwen 7. Springfield is up 21-0 now at halftime over Creekwood, added a touchdown since we last reported. BGA down in Williamson County, they're up 35-0 over Notre Dame. Friendship Christian's up 21-7 over Tipton Rosemark, which I believe that's in West Tennessee.
It is. Yes, sir.
I've called them in softball a time or two, and I don't remember exactly where they were from, but it was a local tournament. So Knowlesville 14, Portland 6. So Portland stayed within a score and a 2-point conversion there.
Yeah.
Fayetteville 35, Wayne County 0, and that's both teams. One team's got a 4-5 record. One's got a 4-6. That's odd. That's a region or district winner versus a 4 seed, but that's what the records are. Antioch 22, Shelbyville 7. Upperman and Signal Mountain. That score hasn't changed since we reported last. It's 28-6 in favor of the Upperman Bees. Beech played them, I believe it was week 5. Let's see some of these other scores over East Tennessee area. Lincoln County 14-0 over McMinn County. Joe Burns is hosting Whitwell. Whitwell's kind of northwest of Chattanooga, and Joe Burns is winning 13-0. Joe Burns has got a 5-5 record in the playoffs, playing 3-7 Whitwell. Green Hill 8-2 on the season. Beech's first opponent this year, playing Smyrna, which is a big scrimmage. I think it was our first scrimmage game this summer. And Green Hill is up 21-14. That should be at the half. And looking around for any other local interest, like we said earlier, Oakland is up 35-3 now on Cookville. I think Cookville scored since we last reported. Got a field goal. Blackman 3-0 over Gallatin. That's close. The game is remaining close. Good luck, good on the Green Wave for Ballin. I know that Terry said they're down to their third-string quarterback, more than likely. Oak Ridge 31, Science Hill 21. That's a battle of a 9-1 Oak Ridge and a 7-3 Science Hill. And Coalfield is beating Cloudland 51-6. Either one of y'all can tell me where those two 1A schools are. We'll give you $1 million in Monopoly money. I have no idea where they are. So
I've never heard of those schools.
Yeah. So that's the scoring update. I don't have anything on Sycamore and White House Heritage. Don't have anything on East Nashville hosting Adamsville, or Stratford has traveled to Fairview. I don't have anything on that. Nothing on Pearl Cone. So a lot of scores are missing. Ravenwood won the Battle of the Woods, beating Brentwood last week, I guess it was. They're up 37-0 over Cane Ridge. That been long ago. We were playing Cane Ridge in the quarterfinals of the state, 6A, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was our 6A year. And they don't have a score on Centennial Station Camp. They may have broke the scoreboard, and they've got numbers, points they may throw up there. So that'll kind of do it for the scores. Again, Beech up 28-0 here at the half, and I think, gauging by a text I've got, I think the starting unit may play one more series coming out of the half, and then they're going to turn it in for tonight. And so we'll see if Beech can add to the score pretty quickly, starters. So again, game looks to be pretty well in hand. So you definitely want to try to avoid any kind of injury bug tonight with some of the game and schedule that's upcoming, because stay healthy and play well, not turn the ball over, not create or make a lot of penalties. I think we got a chance to make a deep run. Beech does. They take care of their business. So still about 2.5 minutes to go here until the teams are back out. So I think we're going to run a few commercials here, get you back to the studio. We don't have a studio, but we'll just pretend we do. But we're going to run a few commercials and be back with play-by-play action second half. So you're listening to Beech High School football on WHINradio.com.
Man is everywhere. On the leaky pipe you decided to repair yourself. That's right. You watched one online video and thought, yeah,
that's something I can do. So you did. Tighten your ride. And here we are a few weeks later. You come home from a weekend away and, hey, I made you a lake. You've always wanted a house on the water, right? Well, now your basement's filled with it. And if you've got the wrong home insurance, you might be swimming in bills to clean up this mess. So get Allstate. Our agents help protect you from mayhem. Like me.
That's Larry Maynard with Allstate Insurance. Give him a call at 615-452-1500. 615-452-1500.
See what the personal service of an Allstate agent can do for you. You in good hands.
The Sumner Prevention Coalition's mission is to unite people with vision commitment and resources to provide solutions to eliminate substance abuse and make a difference for youth, families, and individuals in Sumner County. We envision a healthy, safe, and thriving community free of substance abuse. If you or your child needs help, call or text Tennessee Redline at 1-800-889-9789. Learn more at SumnerCoalition.org. The Sumner Prevention Coalition is proud to support all Sumner County High School sports broadcasts on WHIN Radio and WHINradio.com.
I'm attorney Michael Ponce. I grew up here in Sumner County, and for more than 31 years, our firm has grown into one of the largest and most powerful firms in the area. We've done this by getting results for our clients. We handle personal injury cases, workers' compensation, and Social Security disability. We give a free consultation over the phone. So if you need a lawyer that you can trust, call Ponce Law, 615-851-1776. Ponce Law, justice for all.
Back at Shackle Island Stadium, we're wrapping up halftime here as both teams are out loosening up. And if you want to give us a text, 615-812-6359. Again, 615-812-6359. I want to give a shout out. I believe they're listening tonight. Ryder Gallaty's grandparents down in Chattanooga. He got in some plays in the first half, and I have a feeling we may see him and a lot of other kids, young kids, get out there in the second half as it's 28-0. Bucs leading. Again, score just up the road here, the Centennial Cougars, third place team out of Region 5. They are leading the Station Camp Bison, which were the second seeded team out of our region, Region 6, by a score of 28-14 at the half. And did y'all get a Nolensville Portland? Y'all may have already went over this, but
we did. Was it 14-6? Yeah, 14-6 in favor of Nolensville.
I tell you, here's kind of a surprise. Our good friend Greg Arias has texted me that Blackman and Gallatin tied up 3-3 at the half. That is not that it's tied, but just the scoring. You know, figured those two teams would put up some points. So both defenses obviously are playing well. That game down in the Borough, and we gave you the Centennial. And again, we want to thank our guests at halftime, 3 outstanding students here at Beech High School, the DECA program, the Beyond the Score. Xavier, Maddie, and Scarlett. And
did they go and win a regional or some kind of competition? I didn't get to hear all the whole
I'm
story.
not sure.
I was too busy stuffing my face.
There you go. Brandon did the interview, so he may have an update what kind of competition they were in. But that's the DECA program, I believe, that became such a positive class under former coach, basketball coach here, Darren Jones.
Yeah.
And that program has been, that class, it's actually a class, that department has been a set piece for Beech High School experience. Won all kinds of state and national awards.
My daughter in that program, Jennifer Swalky, was Jennifer Hopkins now, but
yeah, I heard she got married.
She did get married, but there's that you can advance not only regional, state, and then national competition. Each year, Beech has several people, individual students or groups that qualify in the different programs and categories and advance all the way to usually like Orlando or Chicago, a big city like that. So it's a strong program and something I know Principal Kenny Powell and the staff are very proud of.
Yeah, so basically to make that Beyond the Score, they they said that they go to these tournaments or whatever, and then they want people to ask, well, hey, what is Beyond the Scores? Because they can tell them about. It's dealing with sportsmanship, trying to teach these kids some sportsmanship and, not talking as much trash, so to speak, maybe.
Yeah.
But no, it was a great interview by Xavier Bonway and Maddie King, those two. Maddie's a senior and Xavier's a junior, but it was great to interview them at halftime.
Charlie Haygood, I think, is listening overseas.
Well, did he get back and he was at Birmingham today?
Yeah, that may be.
I
believe that's it.
Because he was going to be to the game tomorrow night, I think.
Yeah, right. I don't know if it's, I guess that's Birmingham, Alabama, not Birmingham,
That's
England.
true. He might have seen both Birminghams this week.
Yeah, which Birmingham, Alabama is named after Birmingham, England. So we'll see. But anyway, it'd be good to have Charlie back. And Beech, if this whole score holds up, I think that game doesn't happen till tomorrow night down in Memphis. Mumford Cougars, who were undefeated until the last game of the year, and from what I heard, kind of a controversial ending. And they were defeated by Memphis Central, so they become a number 2. And I tell you what, looking at this bracket, Beech did not get the easy side of this bracket.
Yeah.
I think Henry County and Memphis Central did, as Beech, Kirkwood, Page, and Mumford all on that one side.
Yeah.
And the Lightning will kick off. I would be looking for an onside kick, but what do I know? As they kick it, and Brockville will take it about the 9-yard line. He comes up straight up the middle, 20, 25, 30, finds a little bit of a seam up over the 35, and he's finally slammed down up around the 40 of Beech. So Beech with excellent field position as they'll go first and 10. Let's see. Seeing if there's any substitutes coming in. No, it looks like the starting lineup, linemen, everybody.
I'm sorry, I mean to talk over
there.
No,
you're fine.
Got word, I think the starter's going to go one more series and they'll be done for the night, I think.
Now, is Caden in at quarterback or?
No,
they're going with Phillips. Yeah,
it's Sawyer Phillips.
Going with Sawyer. So
Shelton is in the backfield, though.
Yeah, so the Phillips is the only non-starter out there, the quarterback, and he puts Laster in motion. And fakes the jet to Laster, and now Phillips will tuck it and run, and he gets about a yard or two. And he was trying to look downfield. I think he was looking for Laster or Miller.
Yeah, definitely looking for Miller, but didn't feel Lawson on that. They had 3 guys deep there, so.
He gained about 2, so let's call it 2nd down and 8, just getting started here in the 3rd period. And again, Beech working on tempo, and they give it to Swafford up the middle, 45. He's up over the midfield stripe, and he's heading for the sideline, 40, 35, 30, 25, and he goes out of bounds, protecting that shoulder. But a beautiful run by Shelton down to the 22. And, no sense taking in unnecessary hits, and he's, I think, checking himself out of the ball game, and there goes Mr. Crutcher. So I think Crutcher's going to get a lot of work on offense, give DK a little bit of break. And Crutcher will be the setback. Laster will go out to the left side. He's on the hash mark. Miller's on the right. And tight end is Sam Keith on the left side. Crutcher hits that hole hard and quick. And he is down inside the 20 to about the the 17, maybe the 16. Let's see where the referee, umpire puts the ball down to 17. So we got about almost 6 yards. Let's call it 2nd and 4.
Devin Crutcher, he's not a long strider. He's a short, and he's chopping those legs. He's putting them up and down real fast. It's fun to watch him run.
He's just a junior, too.
Yeah.
So he and Williams will be back next year, and a lot of good-looking sophomores underneath him as Laster fakes the jet, gives it to Crutcher. Crutcher hits and goes down at about the 11-yard line, and that was a good tackle by their leading tackle, Mr. Franklin Wright, wearing number 44. So they've got a number 44 also. And that is a WHINradio.com 1st and 10. And hopefully we're talking about a Trevecca Nazarene University touchdown here in just a moment. As Beech already up 28-0. They give it to Laster. Laster trying to turn the corner. Nifty move, and he is in the end zone. Wow. Broke foot through a couple of tackles, and that's just some good hard running. Yeah. He is slippery would be the word I'd use.
Yeah, deceptively strong. I think there were 3 times you heard Brandon say, wow, but I thought he was wrapped up or tackled, and he just kept running through guys. And you got to really get a hold of him and get him down.
Well, that is a Trevecca Nazarene University touchdown, and if Mendoza can convert his 5th straight extra point, I believe we'll be in a running clock situation. As a high snap, nice set, and it is through the pipes. Beautiful set by Curry as the snap was a little bit high, and Aiden got it down on the tee, and Thomas knew what to do with it. And so it's 35-0, and I think that puts us in a running clock situation.
Charlie, hey, good special, the running clock.
Yeah. Used to be 36, but and I don't remember.
Well, yeah, what's the?
I have never understood why it had to be 36. I guess they wanted you to go for 2 once to get to the running clock. But anyway, they lowered that to 35 a couple years ago.
More than 5 scores at
Yes.
36.
Yeah, and that's it. So let's see. Nate Crawl will kick it off, and we got Christian Reed. I'm trying to look down here again. We said Cohen Chamberlain, number 33, plays on the kick team. Christian Reed, maybe that's Gerald Lawson. Or no, excuse me, number 29, that is Landon Johnson. He plays on the kick coverage team. And Nate Crawl will tee it up at the 40. And a couple deep men, 3 deep men actually for the Lightning. James Lawson Lightning. And the kick is up, and he hits it, and they just let it hit, and it hit right on the goal line. It goes in to the orange turf. You know, their men are up at about the 7 or 8 yard line, and they just are content to let it go over their head. If that thing could,
yeah,
if it hits and scotches up, yeah.
If you could put a Tyler Green 9-iron up there,
yeah,
let it bounce back.
It's close. I tell you, if it hits on the 5 tonight, it may stay out of the end zone, but it just carried right in.
What that last drive covered? What was it? 4. Trying to remember where we started on that last one. There you go.
Started on about the 42, didn't we?
Yeah, it was
41.
5 plays.
Well, we got the time of possession down to 1 minute and 32. That's more like it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, these 3-minute drives are just too much.
The thoroughbreds are running.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. As Song will go out wide, Anton Wright's giving a little bit of size to him as Taylor throws it and way short. He short hopped that one. And he was trying to get it out to Caden Davis, number 8. And that ball was about 3 yards in front of him.
JC get cold down there, Terry.
You know, I'm glad to be up here tonight. Let's just say that.
Well, we came in here to start the broadcast, and they had it up to about 89 degrees.
It was too hot.
Wow.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about 5 degrees from Hades up there.
Yeah. Yeah. And Taylor again tries to throw it down the middle. He's trying to get it to number 21, and he never saw the ball. Beech had 2 or 3 receiver coverage men back. He was trying to get it to Lamar Smith. I don't believe Smith ever turned around.
No, I'm not sure with the mix. And you had 2 receivers kind of close together there, and that's usually never the plan either. So somebody was in the wrong route there. But hey, give Lawson credit. I mean, take a shot. Why not?
Yeah,
Nothing to lose.
Sure.
So I wouldn't be shocked to see him line up and do it again.
And again, you got to start thinking about going for it on 4th down. As again,
not this far back.
Working out of the shotgun, Taylor again. Owen Knight's in there on him. He tries to throw it, and he's got his man, number 6. And he has got the 1st down and more as he's up to the 30. Let's see, they're going to mark him at the 39, and that is Mekhi Jackson. Owen Knight was in there on him.
Guys, I was watching Lawson during pregame, and they were doing a lot of the dinking and dunking passes over the middle, kind of how the teams have been treating us this whole year, but they really haven't done that during the game.
Well, and we've had such good pressure in there. There's another reason. As again, Anton Wright will come out here and he'll pick up Song. And now in motion is Jackson. They give it to Jackson, double reverse, and now this is number 18. And he is up over the 40, 45, and he is hit and put down at the Beech 48. A good-looking run, and that is Caden Davis.
I think it was number 10.
Was it 10?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Duran Head.
Shifty runner. Good play there. When that first started, I didn't think that was going to go like it did, but he really turned it up and got a nice gain out of that.
A little double reverse. He lined up as a running wide out on the side, and now they throw it out in the flat, and that is
again. That's head again, I think.
Yeah, that is head again, and he is being lassoed. I believe that was number 22. River Bailey was hanging on, and then Williams and Maverick Haynes got out there as usual and hold him to about a 7-yard gain, but he's at the Beech 42. So a couple of pass plays, and Lawson is on the Beech side of the field. And again, Taylor will work for an empty backfield. And he gets the ball. He's looking downfield. He's being harassed by Williams. He gets away from DK, and he runs the ball down to about the 30-yard line of Beech. And again, DK had him in the backfield, missed him. And Taylor is an athlete. You can tell, man. He decides to run. He can scoot.
Yeah, and you've got to have a little bit of looseness to make DK Williams miss. DK got him, just wasn't able to wrap him all the way up. Then he was able to get on the outside and get around Sam Keith as well. Nice athletic play there for a big game.
That was Christian Reed, number 26. He comes out of the game. He's been in playing a few plays. And again, Taylor rolls to his right, and throws, and a nice catch there right on the sideline. He drug his feet, and they give him the catch at the 17. And by rule in Tennessee, if they were to get at least a field goal here, it would go back to a regular clock. That is a national rule. Some other states play with an alternate thing, as River Bailey will come out. And he'll be substituted over there on the left side. And again, Taylor rolls, being pressured, and he throws it. He's got his man in the middle of the field. That's number 8, and that is Caden Davis. And he's down around the 5-yard line. He was wide open over the middle. Now he's a little slow getting up.
He was wrapped up pretty good on that tackle and went head first into the turf.
Was that Campbell?
Yeah, it was Campbell. Yep.
Caden Campbell, number 11 on that tackle. And we got a timeout. We'll take it with them, as we're going to have a High Point Orthopedic timeout here. We'll go to a break. We'll be right back with more Beech Buccaneer football.
Hey, all you MVPs, if you're feeling sidelined by aches and pains, it's time to call a timeout and visit High Point Orthopedics and Neurosurgery with Ascension St. Thomas, your home team for orthopedic and sports medicine care. So whether you've twisted an ankle during a morning jog or experiencing chronic knee or hip pain doing exercises, our all-star lineup of doctors and specialists will get you back in the game in no time. High Point Orthopedics and Neurosurgery with Ascension St. Thomas is the only group of specialists in Sumner County using the Mako robotic-assisted surgical robot to help patients get back in the game faster with less pain. So contact High Point Orthopedics and Neurosurgery with Ascension St. Thomas and score a big win for your health. High Point Orthopedics and Neurosurgery with Ascension St. Thomas has the clinics in Gallatin and Portland.
Back at Shackle Island Stadium, Dave, will get after this play, we'll get a injury report there. The young man, as you said, went down. And Dr. Dyer was out on the field. Donald Dyer has been a team physician for Beech for many, many years. As Taylor out empty backfield, he's being pressured by Sam Keith. Now he reverses to his right side. Again, he's got some open space. He's going to tuck it and run it and throws it in the back of the end zone. And a nice play there. Wow. Man, that's number 2, and that is Aarons, Geyer, and man, he drug his toes right in the corner of the end zone. That was close to being over the line of scrimmage, but the referee was right there and didn't throw the flag. So Lawson scores, and I believe that'll disengage the running clock.
Yeah, that touchdown, guys, would have been a touchdown in the NFL.
Yeah, it was beautiful. You had both feet down. On the injury there, David, any further report on that? Looked like he had to be assisted off the field.
The cobwebs were knocked loose, and he's good to go.
Blocked the kick. I think that was maybe DK in there, and blocked that kick by Austin Grace. And so the score remains 35-6, but that does take away the running clock, at least momentarily, as Beech lead goes back down to 29 points.
Guys, during that injury timeout, Coach Crabtree's on the field saying, hey, guys, they are throwing the football. Let's play a little bit better defense.
Yeah. as if they didn't know it.
That's right. That's right. Do we need to read about our First National Bank?
Yeah, let's hear from one of our sponsors.
Yeah, they're proud. First National Bank is proud to again be our season-long timeout sponsor. First National Bank has been putting customers first since 1889 with branches in Gallatin, Hendersonville, and Hartsville. They're a full-service bank providing all the financial products you need in life. So don't take a timeout on your banking needs. Check out fnnbank.net. That's fnnbank.net.
Got a score of interest here. Nodalsville's up over Portland, 17-6.
Tyler, who are our leading tacklers now? Who we got on that? Is that Williams? And I'd say it's Williams and Hanks. 8 tackles. Wow. Wow, Barrett Brown with 8.
By far, Barrett Brown's. He's had a great game today.
And he's had a real good last 3 weeks, actually. He's really been in the backfield a lot.
As Tyler said, Williams with a lot of those are tackled for loss, and this is Miller, and he's up around the 30. I think they are actually going to put him down to 29. And Beech will start from there. Again, 8 tackles by Williams. 5 of those are for loss and a sack. And I think last game he said he had 16 tackles. So what a night.
We got a bunch of new bodies.
New bodies
in the game.
Let's pick up some of these numbers. Number 40 is Gerald Lawson, a sophomore. We mentioned his name many times.
He's played a lot this year.
Absolutely. Phillips again is your quarterback. Duggar Birch is in at right tackle. I believe that's Ryder Gallaty over at left tackle wearing number 55.
Sawyer Hicks is center.
Center, we'll pick up some more of these kids here. Hicks. And that is the running back. Let's see who he is. Was that
number 10?
Is that
I'm sorry, number 40.
Yeah, that's Gerald Lawson. And let's see, number 76 is in the game, and on the offensive line, that's Jackson Warren. He's a senior. And I believe, like you said, I believe Hicks is a center. Yeah, Hicks is a center. And Warren is your right guard. Duggar Birch, your right tackle. Ryder Gallaty is your left tackle. We'll pick up that left guard in a minute as he gives it straight up the middle. Running back gets up around the 36-yard line, and that is, let's see, who is over on that other side there. That right guard, that is 70. That is
Madden Gunner?
Yeah, Madden Gunner, yeah. And so number 43 also in the game, I believe, playing that. Tight end is Curtis McRae. He's a sophomore. Lane Smith is in at wide out. And they send Laster in motion, and they fake it to give it to Lawson up the middle, and he takes a hard hit. And he's going to be a little bit short of the first down.
They're going to give him the first down.
Let's see where they do mark it. And they did. Good eyes, Brandon. Lawson, a couple of carries there. He gets it up to the 39, and that will move the sticks for WHINradio.com first down.
Yeah, Lawson's head coach. He is not happy about that spot.
Yeah, I don't really blame him. I thought he was a little short, but, I don't think it's going to make a big difference. But, yeah, you want to get everything that's yours. Lane Smith will split out wide to the left. Laster here, and Laster's got single coverage here. And let's see, I think that's what we're doing here as Phillips puts it on the money. Right off the fingertip of Laster. Just about 2 inches too long on that pass. He had it right on the edge of his fingertips. He had that single coverage. And
boy, he was laid that.
Yeah.
He about laid that one right in the bread basket.
It was just a little bit too long, right on the fingertips.
It was amazing too, because Laster, it was just he turned it on. He could shift in that 5th gear, and he went out just a little farther, and I still almost caught up to that. That was a great.
Kind of reminded me of you, Jason.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Stop it.
Shifting gears.
And let's see, they give it to Lawson, and he's up in the line. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. He's thrown back, so it's going to be 3rd and 10 now.
Kind of odd. We've got a Lawson running against Lawson.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Gerald Lawson running against the James Lawson as Wyatt Davis looks like he might have tweaked an ankle there.
Goodness, they can stay healthy out of this for sure.
Yes, for sure.
And let's see, I believe, is that number 55? Yeah, that's Ryder Gallaty over at left tackle. He did such a great job last Friday night, giving Jack Fuchs a night off. And let's see, Sawyer Phillips trying to get out to Caden Campbell, a little bit behind him. He couldn't bring it in. And that's going to bring a 4th down now, and Beech will kick it away. Tristan Milner, number 78, another sophomore, 5'11", 243, was in there on the offensive line. Number 40, as we said, Gerald Lawson in there. And Miller will back up to kick it. And let's see, going deep for the Lightning is trying to pick up that number there. Is that number 6?
I think it is.
That's Jackson, who had the great catch a while ago. And it looks like they're coming after this one. They got 10 men up on the line of scrimmage. Beech getting their blocking assignments. They've got 3 blockers back to protect the punter, and now Miller will keep it and run it. He's up over the 40, and he's close. No, he just got past the first stake. Yeah, stake. I was looking at the stake. So that'll be a turnover on downs. I was looking at the back stake. So yeah, he barely got past the back stake. I don't know if that was designed or just because they were in there pretty good on him.
Yeah, they had penetration up the middle. I believe it was number 44, Franklin Wright, got really deep, and he was in the line of sight of Miller, so Miller decided he probably was not going to get that kickoff, and he decided to make a run for it there and come up short, though.
Noah Lee is in on defense. Let's see, pick up some more of these numbers here. Number 54, I believe that is number 58, Jack Henderson. And we got a lot of different kids in here. We'll pick up these numbers in just a second here. As again, I believe that's Taylor, number 1, the quarterback. They kind of settled on him and on the little. Now we're going to have a halfback pass as number 21 is trying to, and we're going to have an interference call here. As the ball was short, but I believe they said the Beech player prohibited him coming back for the ball.
Yeah, all he needed to do was just turn his head around. He would have been okay, but he just
We've had a problem with that this year is that we don't pick up the ball, and as you just said, David, if you never turn around in high school, and on the NFL you may get away with it, but in the high school game you have got to turn and play the ball. Number 31, that's Orlando Dotson, another sophomore in.
They put it down at the
26-yard line. And they'll go 1st and 10 from there. Of course, it's interference is just a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage in high school because they split 3 receivers wide right. And Taylor again, and he throws it out in the flat. And boy, I tell you this, man, that was Devin Crutcher. And as soon as he caught the ball, that was number 6, Mekhi Jackson. I mean, just as he had to reach behind him to get the ball. And when he turned around, hello, Mr. Crutcher. And he lost about 3 yards. Let's see where they're going to mark him. They're going to put it down.
I got to say, as an ex-wrestling coach, if I was going to start a wrestling team, Crutcher would be my first guy.
Be your first draft pick. Huh?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're going to put the ball down at the 32-yard line of Beech. They split 2 receivers each side. And Taylor will work out of the backfield. So there's 1 setback. And he sends that as Song out in the flat now. He's looking downfield, and that is picked. And that is number 34. And that, I don't have a number 34, but whoever that young man is just got a pick. Good for him, whoever it is. David, can you find out who that young man is?
that's JoJo.
JoJo French.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's getting love from his brother.
He's beat up by his brother.
Yeah,
and Shelton's down there, so that must be good.
Yeah, that's JoJo French.
Yeah, he's getting flogged by teammates, man. Freshman. JoJo French, that's one he'll remember for a while. First interception of his career, at least on the varsity.
Mom and Dad are sitting right here in front of us. They're pretty happy, I'd say.
So I tell you what, this kid is a freshman. He's another one like Gallaty. You're going to hear from him for the next 3 years. It's a good hard run there. I believe that's Lawson again, but he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And number 61 in the game, and I don't have that. Number 61, that must be another freshman.
Who ran that ball? I'm sorry.
Actually, it's 19, Emmanuel Puckett ran the ball.
Okay.
There.
All right, thank you. Big Smooth just winning the ball game.
Yeah. Caden Haygood is in. Big Smooth. And we don't know who 61 is. I'm assuming it is a freshman. And that is the end of your 3rd period. Your Beech Buccaneers are up 35-6. We'll be right back with more Beech Buccaneer football.
Hi everyone, I'm William Stiles with the Stiles Agency at Country Financial. I live and work right here in your community, helping families with their home, auto, and life insurance needs. My goal at the Stiles Agency is simple. Make sure you're protected, make insurance easy to understand, and be there when you need it. If you'd like local service and someone you can actually call when questions come up, I'd love to help. You can find me online at williamstiles.net, that's williamstiles.net, or give us a call at 615-824-7020. Enjoy the game and thank you for supporting our hometown team.
I'm attorney Michael Foxy. I grew up here in Sumner County. For more than 31 years, our firm has grown into one of the largest and most powerful firms in the area. We've done this by getting sold for clients. We handle personal injury cases, workers' compensation, and Social Security disability. We give a free consultation over the phone. So if you need a lawyer that you can trust, call Ponce Law, 615-851-1776. Ponce Law, justice for all.
Back at Shackle Island Stadium as we start the final period here. Again, I had to get up my expanded roster here. It's got some of the freshman names on it. Number 61 in the game is Justin Davis. Only 6'3", 242. So again,
there's a baby.
There's some big kids on
ninth
that freshman.
grade.
Yeah, him and Gallaty, man, and Lord. There's some good-looking linemen on that freshman
All
team.
the Peak kids, big kid too, coming up.
And there is Devin Crutcher. Oh, no, that's a
fumble.
Fumble, and I believe, I don't guess he was down. They say it is Lawson ball and at the Beech 37. So a good run started there, but that was a fumble. And again, Beech was up 35-0, and I mean, they've been playing a lot of reserves, but Lawson gets a touchdown, and now they're back in business with 11:51, and now it's back to a regular clock. Number 82 into the game, that playing that one corner is Jamarian Joy. He's a sophomore. We got a bunch of young kids out there. 31, as we said a while ago, that is Orlando Dotson. He's playing safety position. And again, this is number 99 running the ball. I don't think that's Wayne Gretzky, but number 99 is Christian Gary.
Well, the snap was supposed to be the quarterback, and he was standing there, and it came in between the both of them, and Gary just grabbed it and started running with it. They were confused, so he just took it and made what could out of it there.
That's not a normal running back number. You know, J.J. Watt, the future Hall of Famer for the Texans and all, he wore number 99. Mark Gastineau, for all you older people like me, and and that is a good defense there, and that was, I think, Lawson back there, number 30, Quentin Dunn, and double team. He was trying to get it to number 21, Lamar Smith, and they broke that pass up, so it's going to be third down now, 10.
And say hi to Josh Simon listening in and keeping our text line busy, let's just say that.
Yeah, he is. His booty needs to be here.
Hello to Don Long. He's saying he's reporting some scores. Spring Hill 13, White House is 6. As Taylor, he'll pack the ball. He'll try to get it down, and he throws it out, and he had a man open, but he overthrew him. And he threw it just as he got to the line of scrimmage. And now it's 4th and 10, but again, I think this is pretty elementary.
Yeah, B.J. Bean for Lawson. Snuck behind the defense there, but a lot of pressure on Taylor as he was scrambling and tried to throw kind of across his body, and it was too far and out of bounds. I think Lawson's taking a timeout here on 4th and 10 to see what they want to do.
They are. Our friend Don Long reporting Nolensville, as Brandon just said, it's 17-6. So that now is at the end of the third period. So they're tracking right behind us time-wise. Spring Hill, as we said, 13-6. Thank you, Don, for those scores.
What score did you say on Nolensville?
I've got 17-6 at the end of the third.
It's 24-6 now.
Okay, so they scored again. So Portland looks like they're in a deep hole.
Yeah, my brother just texted me and said Portland scored on the first drive, and they haven't done anything since.
Well, I tell you, Portland started out the year, and man, they were really doing good, but they got decimated by injuries. They had a lot of kids that, they lost arguably their best player, Naval Academy commit, Avery Hughes, with a knee injury against Davidson Academy the game before they played us. And then they had some other kids out. As Taylor again, he's trying to throw it over the top and almost picked off again. JoJo French almost had his second one, and we got a flag down, and it's holding. And that's a decline and a turnover on downs. They were holding on number 42, and that is, I'd say that's another freshman. And that, yeah, it's Cooper Seeley.
He's going to be a good player.
I tell you, we got a lot of good-looking freshmen out here.
And the senior Noah Lee, he was in deep in the backfield there too. I think he made the quarterback rush and throw a little bit too. So good job, Noah Lee.
Guys, it's fun watching the main players, watching the backup players play, and just they're coming off high five, giving them hugs. You know, it's just great team stuff going on down here.
That's good. These kids, you know, they work just as hard as everybody else throughout the season, you know, and like to see them get in, get a little recognition. We're trying to call every kid's name we can, and that is number 38. And, man, that's a good, hard run, and that is Jaden Simmons. He's a junior. I tell you, the running back room is not going to be bare next year.
No.
They got a lot of depth there.
Most years you just reload at Beech. Coach Crabtree's been fortunate to have a bunch of great running backs throughout the years.
Well, if you want to run the ball, why not come here, I tell you.
Yeah, we're like the Denver Broncos of high school football.
Yeah, just if you're a running back, it is the place to be. There's number 23. And that, he splits out wide right, and that is Phillips, throws it out in the flat. He's got number 46. He lost his footing. The turf monster got him. And that was Jay Phillips, a sophomore. And that's a no gain on that, so it's going to still be third and about 5. And the ball at the 40, almost the 43 at Beech. Sawyer Phillips again playing. Did Powell come out in the he didn't come out at halftime, did he?
He did not. No,
yeah,
Sawyer's
he's
been
taking
going
the entire second half off.
Yep.
That's A-okay.
Yeah, you don't want somebody just roll up on an ankle or a knee or something like that.
Bigger things to come as they get it straight up the middle, and that is number 38, and he's got the first down again. That's Simmons. Nice hard run, head down, and falling forward, and he gets it all the way up to the Beech 49, and that is a WHINradio.com.
Running back is not for the faint of heart, and he hit that hole hard. He's not playing around. You like to see that, aggressive running.
Duggar Birch out. Let's see, 61 back in the game, and I believe that is against Justin Davis.
I believe Caden Haygood came back in for this play too.
Big Smooth is back in, number 72. And again, a little counter action there as Phillips throws it out in the flat. He was trying to get it to 46, but under immense pressure, trying to get to Jay Phillips. Running out of paper back there, Tyler trying to. Beech has only played about 60 players, it seems like. And number 48 running, that's Alex Schmidt. He'll come into the game. And second down, Haygood out, Gallaty out. Let's see, number 37 into the game. That is, well, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know who 37 is. Sorry, folks. 33, that is Chamberlain. He goes out to the left side, and they send Schmidt in motion. He gets the jet sweep, and he didn't have a chance. As soon as he had the ball handed to him, he lost. He was hit immediately, and he lost about 4 or 5 yards. And it's down back to the Beech 43.
Yeah, penetration right side of the defense from Lawson there really blew that play up. There was no room there, anywhere to go right there.
So third down and 16 now as Sawyer Phillips gets the ball gets the call from the sideline. He'll send, I believe that is 33. I believe that's Chamberlain out to the left. Gives it straight up the middle and nowhere to go there. Tough sledding there. And that is, wow, they pushed him back 10 yards right in front of the referee. No flag. And that was Puckett. Just nowhere to run on that one.
No. Yeah. You got, first string defense Lawson against, some kids that are just getting their feet wet and that kind of thing. So a little advantage there for Lawson up front right there.
So Beech will punt it away. Sam Keith, Baltazar, and Hunter Smith are your protectors. They're about 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And drop it back for Lawson Lightning back to about his own 27 as Miller takes it and kicks it. A nice high kick and a fair catch called for and received. And that's number 6, Mekhi Jackson. And it'll be exactly the 25. And so with 7:39 left in the fourth period. Again, Beech does not know their next opponent. It will be here at Shackle Island Stadium next Friday night. as they will take on the winner of Kenwood at Mumford. Mumford is, I think, north of Memphis. I guess you call it a suburb. It's up around the Brighton area, Covington area, and all that good stuff. And so they had an undefeated season, as we said before, and they lost that last game of the year against the region rival Memphis Central. And so they take number 2, and so they got men moving around. Everybody gets set. And again, I believe this is Taylor, the quarterback, and he throws it down. Oh, and it is picked off, and let's see who got that one. That's number 14. That's John Edmondson. That was just thrown up the grab. And Edmondson intercepted it to 47, and that was number 21, I believe, trying to throw that ball, and that was Lamar Smith. He usually plays wide receiver, but they had him in throwing the ball.
Kind of a jump ball between 2 Beech defenders, actually, right there. There was just nobody in the area. So great pressure and another good play by the defense. Looks like East Robertson's up 38-7, so they'll be advancing. That's in the 4th quarter. Finally got a score, Pearl Cone 56, Battle Creek 7.
Yeah, that's no surprise there. 7:30 left in the game. And on the jet sweep, they fake it to Schmidt, and this is Puckett up the middle, and a nice spin move, and he got close to a first down. He's about a yard short as he's all the way down to the Lawson 38. What a nice spin move there. Actually spun off one of his own players.
He should run over and ask Shelton Swafford. He wants lessons on that one. That was nice.
Yeah,
he's got a little motivation there after the fumble.
Yeah.
Good-looking running back. Again, he is a senior.
Oh, he's a senior?
Yeah,
okay.
6'2", 151. And they give it to Puckett again. Puckett gets enough for the first down as he's down to about the 35 on his forward progress. And again, Sawyer Hicks, number 73 in there. Number 89 in the game, that is Andrew Verbal. He is a senior.
Good to get those seniors.
Yes, absolutely. Birch comes out. Trying to pick up some more of these numbers. We said Gallaty's in at left tackle. 61 is Justin Davis. He's your left guard. Hicks is
Oh, bless you. No, you're good, buddy.
Hicks gives it to, I believe that's number 38, maybe Simmons.
Simmons, yeah.
Man, he's down inside the 30 to a good, strong run.
Yeah, he got hit kind of early there in the backfield and just ran through the first tackle and then took another runner for a couple of yards there. Made a nice gain of 7 yards on first down.
So they move it down to the 27 of Lawson. We're approaching 6 minutes here. Again, we're back to the standard clock. We had a running clock for just one series until Lawson scored.
Looks like we got an upset brewing up in Robertson County. Sycamore 30, White House Heritage 14. That's at White House Heritage.
Yeah, that is an upset. And they fake the jet, give it to Simmons again, number 38, and he's pushing the pile. He's down around the 15-yard line. A good, strong run.
Yeah, and it's a little trap block in there. Sawyer Hicks. I think Hayden Higgood's in there. 61 is.
That is Davis, the freshman.
Yeah, Davis. And then Gallaty. They're all just really getting some nice penetration right now.
They got two freshmen on the left side. Hicks is a sophomore. Haygood's a junior. And then is that 67 at right guard. That is Cooper Hatcher, another sophomore. And they go right behind where Haygood was. A nice block by Kate. Cleared them out, and that allows Simmons to get down to about the 10. And that's about a 6-yard gain. Nice blocking over there on that right side.
Terry, one of our loyal listeners, Sandra Dean, said, yeah, the freshman's got a good team, and then the Hunter team won the county championship.
The last 4 years.
4 years in a row. They're coming up. Knox Dawson's got good programs coming up.
Absolutely.
So we're thank you, Miss Saunders, for sending that.
I believe the future looks bright as Phillips didn't have anybody to hand it to, so he keeps it. And he turned that into about a 1-yard gain. A little mix up there. He thought the handoff was going to one side and the running back had a different idea. I don't know who was on the wrong page, but they were not on the same page.
It's got to be a tough feeling as quarterback turning the ball off and nobody's there.
Nobody there.
Like, oh, boy.
Jay Phillips, number 46, as we said, a sophomore. He's into the game. And that is 89 splitting out as Andy Verbal, senior. He's splitting out wide right. And Sawyer Phillips gives it up the middle. That's Lawson, Gerald Lawson. And he's down inside the 5.
Ball came loose, but they're saying he's down at the 4 before the fumble.
So that'll be second and goal there. Again, Eli. Eli had been up to visit us tonight at the press box.
I'm going to say he did. He probably got Saunders' phone and sent that message to us.
Oh, that might be potential too. And he hadn't been up. He might be still at the Dean compound over there on Manchester Farms area.
That is Phillips. He gives it to Lawson straight up the middle, and he's down inside the 2 this time. And it's going to be second down, excuse me. And let's see, into the game, more kids getting in. And Cooper Hatcher back in, number 67.
Big Smooth going back in.
Haygood back in, the Big Smooth. Duggar Birch, number 60, back in. And let's see who else is over. 76. That is Jackson Warren, a senior. He's on the right side there. And that is Verbal in motion. And we got a whistle. That was Jay Phillips, excuse me, on the motion. Let's see what we got here.
Real quick also, Terry, our cheerleaders down there are still cheering strong. We got Kirby Jane and Janaya, and then I think Stella.
Yeah,
Stella, we've added one down there.
Yeah, they recruited Stella about an hour ago, and she's been at it too.
Well, the whole cheerleading squad is gone, so they have some big shoes to fill. But,
Janaya's down there doing flips.
They're giving it their all. They're giving it their all.
Tyler taught her how to do that. Hey, they're going to sleep good tonight, Tyler.
Yeah,
you won't have to worry about them going to sleep, buddy.
Yeah. Number 23 in the game, and that is Jaden Carrington, another good-looking freshman receiver. And again, Phillips works out of the shotgun. He's got Lawson next to him, and he'll throw it across a nice slant play. Threw it a little bit behind him. He was trying to get it to number 23. Yeah, 23. That is Carrington, who just came in the game. I tell you what, this kid is a good-looking prospect.
Oh, Miss Saunders corrected me. I'm sorry. I forgot that they moved a long time ago from that area.
Yeah. They're down in the greater Goodlettsville suburbs now.
Greater Goodlettsville.
Yeah, the suburbs of Goodlettsville.
Madison Creek area.
There you go. And they give it up the middle to Puckett, and Puckett gets it back down inside the 5. It's going to be 4th down. We're down to 2:25 left in this game. Beech up 35-6. And they will advance, obviously, to the second round.
Mendoza's trotting in. Beech going to give a field goal attempt here.
Well, get that running clock going back again. 2 minutes left. And Mendoza will try to. He's a left-footed kicker. And Curry will hold. Nick's on the snap. And here we go. It's going to be about a 21-yard attempt. It's down. The kick is up.
And it's
good.
It's
straight between the pipes. Beech goes up 38-6. For a 32-point margin. They were not engaged in running clock. I don't think at this point it really matters. A minute and 49 left. Folks, come out next Friday night as the Beech Buccaneers will host either the Mumford Cougars or the Kenwood Knights or Black Knights. I can't remember which. We used to be in many years ago when we were in 4A. I remember Kenwood and Rossview and a couple of those Clarksville schools were actually in our region. We played Kenwood every year. I can't remember if I know they're black and gold. I can't remember if they're Knights or Black Knights. Like the U.S. Military Academy. But what is called the Knights. So Kenwood will venture all the way down I-40. And they'll take on the Mumford Cougars. Mumford was undefeated last year, if I remember right, JC, and then was number 1 in their region. Springfield went down there when they started their magical run, and they went down and upset a 1 seed, and and then they act obviously kind of a painful memory that they came up here in the 3rd round and beat Beech badly, and then I think they might have ran into Page the next game in the semifinal. But anyway, they went down and beat Mumford. So ball taken about the 2-yard line, and that is Jackson again, number 6, and he's up the middle. He's up over the 30, 35, 40, and they finally get him down up around the 49-yard line, and that's Puckett and number 30 on that tackle. That is Dunn. So Puckett and Dunn combined to stop him. And let's see, they're going to mark him right on the midfield stripe. And so a nice run back there for number 6. And again, that is Kai Jackson. And we're at 1 minute and 10 seconds.
You know the game's in hand when the clock operator official walks out of the press box.
Yeah, I guess he just left the clock running.
He done.
Parker Ross, number 77, a sophomore in. And this is Taylor. He's throwing it for the hole. And back there defending was number 31, and that is Lando Dotson, another sophomore. Man, we've caught a lot of kids that are sophomores and freshmen. And as Sandra said, that's a good sign for the Beech Bucs. We're down to 35 seconds and counting as Lawson trying to get off a couple of plays here before the end of the game. And again, it is Taylor. He throws it out. That's a lateral. That is a lateral. And they call it an incomplete pass. It was actually thrown backwards. They were trying to get it out to Song.
It is a lateral normally, but 38-6.
They don't care.
Under 20 seconds left, that's going to be an incomplete pass.
And let's see if they'll get off another play. There's 10 seconds and counting. Let's see, it is 3rd down, and it's elementary now, but is he calling it? Now we got, I guess,
back judge with a flag here.
Delay a game, but they should have reset that should be a delay of game because that incomplete pass, there were only about 19 seconds left. Now they're calling a legal substitution on Beech.
How do you, not that it matters, not that it matters, but well, how do you call that?
I will say there's a TSSAA guy down here taking notes, so that's why you call that. So you can get another playoff game.
Being evaluated.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. Good observation there, sideline reporter.
There you go. So from the 45, this will be, well, now they marked it to 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock.
There you go.
Should
14
be 14 seconds.
There you go.
Well, the guy left, so no, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
we have a guy in there that knows what he's doing.
Yeah, that's not the eval guy. That's
yeah. And again, they give it to number 49, big number 49, 40, 35, and he's down at the 30-yard line. And that's a good-sized young man.
Play clock never started.
Yeah,
it just now started.
And that was Briggs, and he's 6'2", 250, so 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's your ball game, folks, as they don't get another playoff. And that is the end of the ball game. So your Beech Buccaneers advance to the 2nd round of the playoffs as they defeat the James Lawson Lightning by a score of 38-6. And we'll be right back. We'll have our Pony Mailbox post-game show. And we will pick, while we're away on break, we will pick our players of the game. Again, Pony Mailbox and Business Center in Gallatin, Hendersonville proudly sponsors our season-long post-game wrap-up show. Pony Mailbox and Business Center is your go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. So stay with us right after the game for highlights and a look ahead to next week. That's ponymailbox.com.
Well, hey,
there he is.
He shows up now, Mr. Eli Dean. Your hands cold there, big boy? Good to see you, man. We're going to take a commercial. We'll be right back with more Beech Buccaneer football.
Pony Mailbox and Business Center is your one-stop shop for all of your packing and shipping needs. Locally owned and operated, we provide shipping services through all of the major U.S. carriers, including FedEx, UPS, DHL, and the Postal Service. With 2 convenient locations, you are never too far away. We're located at 242 West Main Street in Hendersonville and 540 West Main Street in Gallatin. In addition to shipping and selling a wide variety of packing supplies, we also provide copy, fax, notary, and print services, including banners, blueprints, and business cards.
Hello, my name is Tommy Olden. I own and operate Tony Mailbox and Business Center in Hendersonville and Gallatin. Whether you need to ship a package or have your documents printed, copied, faxed, or notarized, stop by either of our 2 convenient locations and let us provide you with our fast and friendly service.
We're back at Shackle Island Stadium on the Pony Mailbox post-game show, and we decided on a couple of players, offense and defense. On offense, Devin Crutcher, we've heard everywhere between 75 yards in the first half, but we had, or 95, yeah, so he ended up with
right at about 95 yards.
Right, 95 yards for the game. Played a great
touchdown,
game.
And a touchdown.
Have you got the rushing statistics up here?
Yes, sir. I can get them.
Yeah, we'll cut. Yeah, Crutcher 7 for 75. Shelton Swafford come back, scored a touchdown. 6 carries, 63 yards. Caden Powell very lightly used tonight, and that's a good thing. 4 rushes for 47 yards. Jaden Simmons, 5 for 36. Gerald Lawson, 7 carries for 18. And D.K. Williams added 2 carries for 16 yards. Williams, Laster, Powell, Swafford, and Crutcher, 5 rushing touchdowns. And on the passing department, we have what on that, Brandon? We've got, Caden Powell, 2 for 2 for 63. And Sawyer Phillips for 1 out of 5 and a 1 yard net on that. So,
hey, David, try to find Devin Crutcher, number 36.
And then on defense, Mr. Williams.
And
DK Williams.
He's hard to miss.
Yeah. And again, the huddle out here. Again, 615 preps. Catch them in the morning. And they may be visiting us next week as their game of the week if everybody if it works out to where Mumford, and they are heavily favored in that game tomorrow night.
He's walking towards you, David.
If they defeat Kenwood, then it'll set up a big matchup here Friday night. And here we go, David, with Mr. Devin Crutcher, our offensive player of the game.
Devin, you're our offensive player of the game, and I was telling the guys I used to coach wrestling, which they knew that, but as an ex-wrestling coach, if I was to start a wrestling team, you'd be the first guy that I would pick them up. Do you wrestle?
Yes, sir.
What weight class?
190.
190.
Well,
and how much you weigh right now? That's good. That's good. No cut weight. Led the game with rushing tonight. What was your motivation?
Not gonna lie, I wanted to put at least 100 on them. Had to get 2 touchdowns. I didn't get it. Thanks to the line, though. Line opened all the holes for me. Got me up through there.
How many tackles did he have, guys, on defense?
I'll get you that. Hang on 1 second. He had 3.5.
3.5?
2.5.
2.5 tackles on defense tonight. How you feel about your defensive game as well?
Could have been better. Missed a couple. Had a couple fouls, but still got the win. So.
Well, good, man. We don't know who you play next week, but guess what? We're playing next week. All right. You have a good night.
Thank you, Devin Crutcher, our offensive player. Humble kid, I tell you, he's a good one.
Yeah, he is.
And he's only a junior, so again, not the not the tallest kid in the world, but man, he runs hard and he plays smart. And our defensive player, who else? D.K. Williams. I don't know if he can catch him. I think he is that. Trying to see where he is.
Looks like he may have escaped David.
Yeah. I don't see him anywhere.
I tell you that Cam Reed at 615 Prep said something the other Wednesday night on the program last night on the preview program, and he said this several times that, you know, this is it's a great time of year, the playoffs, teams that advance and all, but you look over here, man, and every team that has seniors will play their last game.
Yeah.
We got it now?
He's got DK now.
Okay, there you go.
Go ahead, Dave.
DK, defensive player of the game tonight. I think you're well rested. You glad to have Shelton Swafford back?
Yeah. It's having them back, having somebody to rotate with. It's cool. I mean, I'm glad he's getting his foot wet. I'm glad he's coming back in emotions. It's great.
great to have the whole pack together.
Yeah, so good game tonight defensively. Able to rest a little bit as well. We don't know who you play next week, but I think we had a home game next week. You ready for that?
Yeah, we back at Shackle Island next week, so excited about that because it's always everything's better here at Shackle Island.
That's right. DK, great game tonight. Get you some rest. See you next week, man.
What I was saying a while ago, and thank you for those interviews, David, is, this time of year, these seniors, every senior, doesn't matter if you lose in the first round or if you go all the way to Chattanooga, that's your last game, and it's inevitable. That's life. It doesn't last forever. So as Cam said on the broadcast last night, these seniors just need to soak it up.
Yeah.
Enjoy, because it gets by so fast.
Yeah, I remember my senior year like it was yesterday, and it's been over 30 years ago, and I remember my last football game. And ever put on pads and the helmet? I just can't. Yeah.
Were the footballs leather then?
No, they're pigskin.
Yeah.
No.
But it is, because most sports, if you play baseball, you play softball, you play basketball, it's easy to go play. Yeah, it's easy to go pick up game. But football is one of those games, unless you go one of the few fortunate kids to go on and play at the next level. For a lot of kids, it's the last time you ever put on the uniform and the pads. So, that's be mindful of that for these kids. So. Again, 38-6, Beech wins and advances to the second round of the playoffs, and they will entertain either the Mumford Cougars or the Kenwood Knights out of Clarksville. So you can find us on Facebook, and we'll let you know. But again, watch 615 Preps. They'll have a scoreboard show in the morning. We got any late scores coming in?
Don't forget that'll be Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. I keep thinking it's Friday. I am all messed up. It is Thursday night, so it'll be Saturday morning. They usually come on at 9, but I think they'll probably have another expanded show, so look for them on YouTube at about 8 o'clock. So any update on scores before we get out of here?
I do not have anything. JC,
you have anything, JC?
I've got Nolensville up 30-6 now over Portland.
Yeah.
I was hoping to see an update on the Sycamore White House Heritage, but it's still 30-14. That looks like it's in the fourth quarter, obviously.
That's Sycamore, right?
Yeah.
Over
the
White
War
House.
Eagles.
Yeah, and so that's a 4 versus 1 first round matchup. So even though Sycamore's record was 6-4, so they've obviously got a pretty good team. That was a tough draw in the first round. So, but you'd expect White House Heritage to win that first round game at home. Pearl Cones advancing. Ravenwood's going to handle Cane Ridge. Springfield won 35-7. Station Camp 28, Centennial 21, according to my app.
Oh, so they came roaring back
big
on
rally,
that one.
Big rally there. And so looks like Good Pasture's going to fall tonight.
So there you go, folks. That's on a Thursday night. Man, I have been messed up all day on that. It's so I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah,
my
same
goodness.
here.
Yeah. Usually you sleep in a little bit on Saturday morning, but anyway.
Terry, you hadn't slept in a little.
I know it's not
Come
me,
on.
but
we need to go work for Shanks Eye Care. They don't work on Friday.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, I will. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to be working tomorrow.
Yeah. So we'll catch you next week. Come on out, folks, and back the Beech Bucs again. This was a game that they won rather easily, but I think next year will probably be a little different story, or next week.
Yeah.
As they will probably entertain the Mumford Cougars. And so for Brandon Shanks, J.C. Swafford, David Kupman, Tyler Green, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next Friday night in person, or if not, if you can't catch it in person, we'll bring you all the action. And if Gallatin lost tonight, we'll actually be on the radio, on WHIN radio next week. If not, if Gallatin advances tonight over Blackman, we'll be back on WHINradio.com. But we'll keep you abreast on Facebook. Folks, be safe, and we'll see you next Friday night. This is WHINradio.com saying good night and be safe, everybody.
You've been listening to Sumner County Football on WHINradio.com. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Hansi Law, Justice for All, Trevecca Nazarene University, a Christian university in the heart of Nashville, Sumner Prevention Coalition, envision a community free from substance abuse, High Point Orthopedics and Neurosurgery with Ascension St. Thomas, William Stiles at Country Financial, First National Bank, your neighbor since 1905. Pony Mailbox and Business Center in Hendersonville and Gallatin. And by Larry Maynard, Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands. Thank you for listening to this special Sumner County High School sports presentation worldwide on WHINradio.com.